Though the muddy currents of the city may one day wash away his great deeds, what blessed Hongyuan during his brief existence was much like a dream. Thus, this chronicler shall rectify the name of this title, hitherto called Zheng Cheng Lu, as per his majesty's orders, and title it Hong Lu Mang. And then the song from the canto that goes dun, 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 dun,
and then it goes,
you know the one?
Shui Pong.
Not that one, but and title it The Story of the Stone. What blessed Hongyuan during his brief existence was much like something written on a stone, and thus it was titled Story of the Stone.
So true.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Why does Lord of Hongyuan, Hong Lu, call them psychomints, like in, Distortion Detective?
Psychomantis?
Why does Lord of Hongyuan, Hong Lu, call them psychomantis, like from Distortion Detective?
That's a great question. I mean, there's a lot of implication, right? That like all of these guys are from like a fucked and improper mirror world in which things are not going correctly.
Well, yeah, because we keep cutting to Carmen being like, "Don't worry about why this white girl is in Hongyuan."
Uh-huh. Shin, Mang, and the Seiklemints. You will seek the mass and the Seiklemints. It's like, yeah, what's going on with that? I don't know, some Carmen shit, you know. Whenever you look at a thing in Limbus Company, you're like, what's up with that? It's some Carmen shit.
It's some Carmen shit. I mean, come on.
Uh-huh. It's Carmen. She's always up to something.
It's Carmen.
It's Carmen. You know what it actually is? Hello, and welcome to It's Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys in all our favorite little games. I'm Ivy Fox. You can't find me anywhere right now, but you can find this podcast everywhere. Look around you. It's in the air. It suffuses us. It's within our souls. Draw it out of you and manifest your greatest desires. And you can also find it on your podcast app of choice. Or you can give us a 5-star review, or you can find us on YouTube where you can give us a like and subscribe. These things are very helpful for algorithm reasons, but even more helpful, tell your friends. Tell your friends. Draw the deepest desires out of your friends. I've lost the plot. Joining me as always from across the aisle of the bus, it's Ash.
Hi, it's Ash. You can find me, also sort of, suffused throughout the air. If you just close your eyes, you might imagine a beautiful face. You might hear a beautiful voice whispering to you. Listen to Soulmates. I think I've done this bit before. Anyway, you can also find me at ko-fi.com/AsherLark. You can support the show and help pay our hosting costs, which are increasing. For the show that we do for fun because it's fun, at ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart, all one word. And also, I run the show's social media. It's at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. You know when you say something enough times that it can sort of come out of your mouth in an uninterrupted stream without, like, your input, and then you stumble once, and it's like, what the fuck is the rest of it, though?
Yeah, like, you just, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think we... Never mind. Back to you.
Our art is by Rygarden, who you can find on Instagram, and our music, that's by Sueños Electrónicos, who you can find on Bandcamp.
Let's go.
Let's go. I think he dropped an album recently. Makes really good South American inspired electronica. Which is not what our theme is, but that's what he's up to most of the time.
We do some other shit.
Yeah. I commissioned this theme, and he was like, I don't usually do this stuff, but okay. Anyway, this season we're talking about the characters from Limbus Company by Project Moon. A blend of cute, appealing sinners with real-time RPG brawls. The cleanest I've ever done it. That's because we recorded the first part of this, like, 2 days ago. 2 days? 3 days? I don't know. Time.
3.
All I know is the soft, warm voice inside my chest that guides me along.
Hey.
Leave
it for off the air.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway. Hi, Ash.
Hi, Ivy. I'm never sure how we really get into these ones.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of, like, pre-show banter to do. We just sort of have, like, we got 6 guys we're gonna cover, and we got 2 ego, and that's sort of, we did it all.
I have a piece of
rest of it.
I have a piece of pre-show banter, which is, hey, listen, I love to reveal things behind the scene in this podcast. As of recording, I haven't written this yet. I meant to write an outline today, but the subway was down, and it took me forever to get anywhere, and so I didn't get around to that. But there will be a second part to the fanfic. I really wanted to write a very long 2-part fanfic for Honglu Meng, because it's Honglu Meng, and the number one thing people know about it is that it's long. But I have the outline in scraps and in my head. Ash doesn't know what's gonna happen, but here's a little teaser, Ash. Honglu, he's gonna get all of the Limbus Company guys together, and they're gonna do a poetry club.
Let's go.
Ishmael is going to recite a part of Moby Dick. There's gonna be jokes about how no one understands Yi Song's modernist poetry. And it's gonna be cute.
Can you put the one in there that's just a grid of numbers?
No, I think the plan is to
Your artistic vision is pure. I'm sorry. You should do what you please.
I think the vision is to have just straight up Crow's Eye view number 3, the one where he lists out all the children, and then halfway through him listing the children, Heathcliff leans over to Ishmael and is like, "Is this the whole poem?" That's my crystal clear vision.
The first child is scared. The second child is scared.
The third
child is scared.
And if you want to know,
the fourth child is scared.
Anyway, so you can go read that. It's in the episode description. You can also read the first half of that. I don't know if people actually care about our tie-in fanfics, but I think they're important. Genuinely,
I care, because,
like, one, they're fun to write. It's good to keep up. Fanfiction's a really good way to keep up your writing sharpness. And try a bunch of different styles. But also, Limbus Company is about fan fiction. That's what it's about.
True.
Limbus Company is fan fiction. Kingdom Hearts is light.
Kingdom Hearts is fan fiction.
Oh my god.
Which it is.
Nobody wants to admit it, but Kingdom Hearts and Limbus Company are literally the same thing. And as I'm saying this out loud, I'm connecting all the parallels in my head, and I'm like, hang on.
This is why, hey, just for people catching up on, like, the whole podcast who listen to all of our episodes, for the next, like, 2 to 3 months, my arc is gonna be about Kingdom Hearts. Just a little bit of insider information. It's all gonna be me talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is Ash.
And it's great because Ivy's gonna indulge me the whole time. It's gonna be really good.
I love Kingdom Hearts. I've never played any of that shit, and I never will, but I love it.
I'm becoming a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Oh, thank God! Finally,
It
finally, someone let me out of my bag.
Co-host.
I just think that like Limbus Company and Kingdom Hearts are just the same. This is our pre-show banter, although we'll keep it short. Limbus Company and Kingdom Hearts are literally the same thing. Okay, it's like we exist in this like fan fiction world of merry books and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we engage with like narratives in weird ways, and then there's like shadowy organizations with like intentions that like are ultimately just about like yaoi desire, you know.
You are right that it's like we travel between the different worlds.
And
the plots of each world are important, but so is the overarching Limbus Company plot.
Yes. And then there's an organization of shadowy figures.
And then there's Organization 13. Because there are 13 sinners.
There's organization. Hang on,
Herman
is Dante Xehanort?
No, Herman is Xehanort.
Oh.
And Zendaya is Michi.
I think Carmen is just Xehanort.
Carmen is Xehanort.
Like, literally?
And when you distort, they put an X in your name.
Like... Hang on.
That's why they call him Heathcliff.
Hang on. Okay, before we actually start looking at art, can we quickly nort Hong Lu?
Yeah, 1 second. I've got the Organization 13 name generator.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just going to do it manually.
This all in my head, so
yeah. Give me some options.
Xhulong.
Okay. Another one?
Hunglocks.
One more?
Xhulong.
Ooh, Xhulong is pretty good.
Where the X is at the front and it's Chinese.
Xhulong is good because it still sounds like pinyin, you know? I imagine it still looks like pinyin, right? It's just like Xhulong.
It does.
Long.
It's Xhulong.
Oh, I see. Xhulong. Yeah, that's sexy. I like that. Anyway, we're gonna call him that for the whole rest of the episode now.
So it's time for Diechi Association South Section 4 Xhulong.
Diechi Association South Section 4 Xhulong. I've never really taken a close look at this guy. Like, I sort of don't care about Diechi.
I like him a lot.
I like syncing, but I have other syncing guys that I care about, and the Diechi are so self-synergistic that I've never really, like, bothered to care about them.
I don't have a full Diechi team, so I also haven't, like, played around with these guys, but I love to look at them.
They do have, like, some of the best art we've ever covered in this season.
They have Diechi Woman. I mean, these ones don't, but they have Diechi Woman.
I love Diechi Woman.
Everyone loves Diechi Woman.
Okay, first detail.
They have Rojo and Yisong in the background of this one.
First detail that I love. He's literally just reading a book called Wisdom. Yeah, I guess it's called Wisdom
of something, but
Wisdom
we can't
of
really
something.
see the rest. Wisdom of Confucius.
Fuck, motherfucker's reading the Analects.
Motherfucker is reading the Analects.
Hey, it's Confucius.
Hey
guys.
No, that's
Confucius.
later in the episode.
That's later in the episode, sorry. I really like this one. I feel like I've never looked at this piece of art in my entire fucking life. But I just like it's got that like wonderful kind of like lighting that all the Diechi ones have, with this sort of like silvery moonlight coming in on one side and the like golden lamplight of the library on the other side. Very pretty. It looks really good. The way they've rendered the light sort of shining through his hair, really, really pretty. It just looks really fucking good. You know, his facial expression is great.
How close up this is.
I know. It's like, really just like nice and intimate.
Well, I don't need to see all of the Dietchi, like, vestments, because I already know what the Dietchi vestments look like.
Right,
Like,
we're about to
there's
see them in
some
the
differences
uptie.
between... Yeah, there's some differences between them. You can also see it very well in the uptie. But there's some differences between them, but largely the Dietchi always look roughly the same. But what you do get is this, like, they love drawing Honglu's hair. It's
Uh-huh.
very simple. They're not doing anything especially artful with it, but they do, like, gently drape it across his shoulder. And you can really, I love the way that they render his ponytail, where you can sort of feel the heft of it and how it drags down his back. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And then they have the light hit it in such a nice way. And so you just get a really nice, like, close-up of Honglu and his face and his book and his hair. And there are some guys in the background, and it's pleasant.
Yeah, there's actually some really nice, like, illustration detailing going on here, where it's like, if you zoom in on that woman, question mark? If you zoom in
Let's
on
go.
that, object, you can see that, like, there's a lot of variable line weight in this one. And the weight of the line sort of depends on how thick the hair is in that area. Like, if you look at this big kind of, like, hank of side bang, I don't know what to call that part of the hair.
They have a name, and I learned it recently from Kit, but I don't remember.
I don't know. There's an anime name for every part of the hair, but I don't know any of them. But if you look at that, that's supposed to be like a thick hank of hair, right? And so it's got these like really thick outlines to emphasize that. But if you look like just to the left of it, at just this little bit falling off, about to fall in front of his eyes, that has a really thin outline. And the same with like these little strands off on the right. And like, this is not very fine detailed. Like, they're not doing like thin line work to illustrate specific strands of hair, but like varying the outline to like indicate how thin or thick a particular just like tiny little bit of hair is like just such a it's just a great little, it just looks good. It's so intentional, it catches my eye. Am I doing real art crit now?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he's just a cutie. He's a really simple expression. But he just looks good. And then the background is so nice. You can see the vaunted ceiling of this fucking this building is so fucking Italian. Look at how Italian this fucking building is.
Italian. Look at the like fake Greek inscriptions that are on the
I know
on the pediments.
It's got all these sort of like just like are they maps? They look like maps. What's on the wall behind
so, yeah.
our guys? And then our guys are so cute. This little Yisong and Roja. I love that Yisong is eating a little snack that obviously he got from Roja, because she's always smuggling snacks into the library. And she's like, look at my book. And he's like, And then
Honglu, I like that they've used his key that he has because he's a key guy, but it's a little reading glass. It's his weird little monocle.
It's cute. And then just like this guy in the background to the right is just like, you know, really like perfectly set.
Heathcliff? Who's to say?
Who's to fucking say? But it like perfectly sets the mood of this sort of like sleepy library afternoon, you know? And it like, you know, it just like fills in that part of the composition really nicely. It's just like it's so cute. It's such a cutie little patootie.
I love my guys.
I love guys.
And then in his Uptie 3, he, as always happens with the Dietchi guys, becomes evil.
Well, he is Italian.
He becomes evil and he starts serving cunt.
He's like I feel like they're so obsessed with hair. First of all, it bothers me that he's running bloodied fingers through his hair.
His bloody glove, too. Like, bro.
But like
in his defense, his key is real big, which means it absorbed all his knowledge. So right now he's stupid.
Oh. Is that actually how it works?
Yeah. in his uptight story, he's like, "Oh, I used all my knowledge in my key. Oops. Looks like I'm gonna have to read some books."
Fascinating. Anyway, yeah, don't the Dieci like have their own singularity? What's up with that? Anyway, I'm also quite fond of this one. He is serving
Yeah.
so much cunt. Now they've started drawing him like a woman.
Yeah, look how like his hooded eyes
Yeah,
staring off into the distance with his slight smile.
I know. Look at that, but they give him fucking like prominent eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
His hair is
His
so like
sultry ass.
he's so sultry. He's like his hair is like so again there's this emphasis on how like silky and fine and feminine his hair is. His evil little smile.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dumbass.
I
Um
know. It's they always do this with the DHE, and it's hit or miss. Like they have a really cute uptie 1, and then in their uptie 3 they're like doing incredible violence, and part of the point is the dichotomy.
right.
It's hit or miss for me, as described in Hit Soulmates episode. I see myself reflected in her beautiful blue eyes. Um, but like, I think it works better here partially because they don't change the color scheme as much. Part of what
Mhm.
freaks me out about that Roja image is that they make her purple, and it's like, what? Sorry, what?
Right, I
Um,
forgot about that. Fuck.
I think about it every day. But here the light is still in basically the exact same composition as the previous
Yeah,
image, where it's the golden light from the right and then the sort of darker ambient light from the left.
yeah, the thing is that I guess there's still some of this. You can see a little. I guess it's a map. I have no fucking clue. You can see there's still a bit of this like blue framed garbage.
Mhm.
It's their NFTs they have up on the wall. Um, um, but like the major color scheme change is just that like we've swapped we've swapped out one. The image goes the other direction. He's facing the other direction. And we swapped out sort of like the cool blue background for just red of these guys. Um, are these guys supposed to be specific guys, or are they just like
I don't think
they're
so.
just
I think
dead?
they're just kind of guys.
I guess we're still in the library because there are still these blue things in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But I do kind of not know what's going on with this background. Um,
There's like relics that they're
oh
trying to
yeah,
steal, I
right.
think.
It's a case of relics because you can see the broken glass. But why
Uh-huh.
is this pillar on the right like made of scrap metal?
I do like to think that this is what the DHE's actual aesthetic is that they're like, oh, a beautiful Catholic church, but it's in the middle of the city, so it's all built out of like fucking sheet metal.
Uh huh. I
This would
mean,
be cool. I don't know if this is true. It is still weird.
it's weird. I also okay. I don't know
Oh my
shit.
god. Sorry, I have to interrupt you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was going to go look at his identity story to see if it revealed anything about this, because I only remembered some of it. I forgot about the fact that this is the identity story which talks about the 13 common languages. Which is, of course, Korean,
Korean,
German,
German,
Spanish,
fish,
Japanese, French, Chinese, English,
British
British
English,
English,
American English, Russian, Swiss
Russian,
German,
Swiss German, Greek,
Greek, Yiddish,
Hebrew, and Italian.
Hebrew and Italian. Yeah. Yiddish, parenthetical, German.
German 3, the squeakquel.
German 3. Yeah. Anyway, I do think that this image is like I So like, okay, I like his running his bloody to glove through his hair. Like he's serving. Don't get
Mm-hmm.
me wrong.
He's
Um
serving. He's serving like crazy.
I do think that the way that he is just kind of like I I think this key is sort of like I they just kind of give up on his posing on like his
Mm-hmm.
left side. They're like, he's doing this cool, like sexy cool, like running my hand, and then what's he doing with his weapon? Well, he's holding it in his hand. Period. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it feels a little flat.
Mm-hmm.
I
I do think that we would be remiss to not call this a keyblade,
It is a keyblade, absolutely.
given the discussion that we just had.
Like he's from Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
He's Xhulong.
He's Xhulong.
He's Xhulong from Kingdom Hearts. Um but like one, it's like the keyblade that you get at the beginning of Kingdom
Yeah, it's
Hearts.
Kingdom Key.
It's Kingdom Key. It's a boring one. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
do like, you can see in the sprites that the tip of the key does look like the Bible, which
Yeah.
which is really funny. Which you don't get to see. I don't really mind. I think you can see enough of the weapon. You know, my issue is less not being able to see the weapon here, and more just like I think this posing is kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
I also like. I guess. I also feel like the art has this like particular effect on the key
Mm-hmm.
that the sprites don't. In the sprites, it just kind of like looks like a metal object. Like obviously,
Mm-hmm.
it's an enlarged his necklace big. The fuck. It's an
So,
enlarged
sorry,
his
what?
neck. It's an enlarged his necklace big, right?
It's an enlarged
Um,
his necklace big, got it.
right. But it just looks like it's made of metal, and then like in this one, it's all goopy, and I don't.
Well, I do need you to look at the animations, because they do have some excellent, excellent, excellent in-between shots in which the key is goo.
Oh, it is goo. It's made of like. Oh, I see.
Because it,
What
it
you're
dramatically changes
telling
from
me.
small to big while you're fighting.
Right. What you're telling me is that Kingdom Hearts is
Kingdom
light.
Hearts is goo.
Kingdom Hearts is goo.
Kingdom Hearts is goo. Um,
We're deplorable.
I think we are, yes. Which I do love. They do an excellent job on these animations. They've done a great job getting all of the animations and shit up. This was not like this the last time we did
Yeah,
one of
I
these
know.
episodes. Um,
People
but
are
you
gonna
can see
listen
all of
back
the,
to
like...
episodes and be like, "What do you mean there's not animations on the wiki?"
um, I love the way in which they animate the key getting small and big and small and big and small and big while he's fighting. It's quite good. I also think his moving sprite is very cute, where he holds the key on one finger and then holds his little hand up to his face like, I'm so cute.
Yeah. It's a great bit, and I do think that like, let me take a quick perusal of all of the Dietchi. Yeah, I didn't like that one. I didn't. I thought that one was okay. The fuck is Merceau? Oh, I don't like that one. I do think that it's the best Dietchi uptie art.
Mhm.
But as with all of the Dietchi, it still pales in comparison to the uptie 1 art. But I do think it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I do think it's the correct direction for the Dietchi, this art, compared to the rest of them.
Mhm.
Um,
They go back on it once they release Merceau.
yeah, Merceau's is like mega boring IMO. But
Although
like,
it is just Merceau, so...
yeah, fuck that guy. That was a
Just
joke.
saying.
Great. What's our
Great.
next Xhulong?
It's time for District 20 Euro Divi Xhulong.
Oh wow. Let me try that again. District 20 Euro Divi Xhulong. District 20 Euro
District 20
Divi.
Euro Divi Xhulong.
Today. Does anyone know what song that is, by the way? Still
Does
haven't figured
anyone
this
know?
out.
Could you put it in our Tumblr ask
Yeah,
if
can
you
you
don't
send us a
mind?
Tumblr ask if you know what song that is? Anyway, I like this guy.
Surprise hit, this guy.
I think that he's great. One, kind of surprise hit this guy in many ways. I think this guy is kind of a surprise hit of like the guy that this is based off of, which is just like the Eurodivi captain, is kind of a
Mm-hmm.
surprise hit of time killing time. Like he
Mm-hmm.
ends up being kind of like a fun, like, you know, rival detective who helps you out in a surprising
Mm-hmm.
way. I have sort of genuine fondness for this guy. And then this Hong Lu, he rocks to play with. Now you can see his animations, you can see his skill 3.
Oh, hell
Oh my
yeah.
god,
He has another thing that gets big.
look how small his fucking, like, the skill 3 preview is, because he jumps so fucking far. He jumps and
He
he
has to do
like
his little twinkle.
pivots on your head and shit. It's great. I love this guy.
God, he's so cute.
He's a cutie. And like, speaking of the splash, look at him with his little lollipop.
Oh
He's
my
like, he's
god.
chewing on his little lollipop, being like, the crime
Again,
scene.
another thing that we would be remiss to not mention is that this piece of art really shines when it's put in context with the other Eurodivi piece of art that is Ryoshu's.
Uh-huh.
Because Ryoshu's art is literally taking place in the back room behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just in the hallway while that's happening. And I love when they do this little bit of continuity, which they do not do very often, where there's just two guys in the exact same place at the exact same time doing different things. It's like extremely cute.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. No, definitely. It's
I believe that's literally her back that you see here with the cap on.
Yeah, I actually think that they might be different pieces of art. Or like I think the they're both in each other's pieces of art. I think that they might be different things because in Ryoshu's they're clearly at the market and they're both buying things. And in this one they're clearly at a crime scene and Ryoshu is like grilling someone while Honglu does his detective stuff.
Oh well,
I
there's a hallway in the back of Ryoshu's that you could go down.
um yeah, but Honglu is in frame on Ryoshu's and she's not
Yeah, yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Slightly different pieces of time.
either way, they're cute.
They're very cute.
It's like
His little lollipop.
his little lollipop. I think this outfit is so like I think T Corp is boring and I'm like famously and I think these guys are like also a little bit boring, but at least they get a little goofy with it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they've got like the deerstalker like plaid like all over their
Mm-hmm.
fucking cloaks. I love that he just has a fucking question mark on his hat.
I know! His little question mark exclamation point ass fucking monocle. Like,
Uh-huh.
motherfucker's an interrobang. What is his problem? I love that they're just wearing the Eurodivi bandanas, but like also just doing their own thing.
Mhm.
Like they look frankly, and maybe this is just a Hong Lu problem, but it is clear he is based on a Eurodivi guy. It's wait, does he have a cut taken out of his top hat so we can accommodate this fucking
Yes.
question
Yes.
mark? That's
Absolutely.
so funny. I love that it has that much consideration. It's really stupid.
Uh-huh.
But they just have the Eurodivi like bandanas, but otherwise, like Honglu looks like he's wearing kind of a aristocratic fashion.
Uh-huh.
Like, brother, you are not a communist.
It's a nice
Got the top hat
jacket.
on.
I mean, he almost certainly like nicked it, you know, but like
Mhm.
it's a nice jacket. I kind of like, you know, I appreciate the Eurodivi, what we see of the District 20's Eurodivi. Like, you know, they generally sort of dress well.
Mhm.
They're trying to not look like a syndicate is part of the thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
yeah.
want to be outside of the like the syndicate fixer nest
Dichotomy.
structure,
Yeah.
trichotomy.
Trichotomy?
Yeah. And so they distinctly dress well, but also not necessarily like fixers. It's interesting.
We're not a
Um,
syndicate. We're the Young Democratic Socialists of America.
anyway, he's just a cutie, and it's like, oh my god, I do think that like it's so funny the ways in which um Project Moon loves to shoot themselves in the foot. I do think that like it's the fact that everything in T Corp has to be brown does come back to bite them somewhat. I think there's a little bit of lack of contrast in this image overall.
Yeah, absolutely.
It all kind of like he's covered in like so many little details, but bitch has 3 monocles. He's got like a weird gear bracelet for no reason. Like, it's cute. He's cute, and this crime scene is theoretically interesting, where it's like, you can sort of like put together the clues. You got the blood splatter and the painting and the mirror and the glass shattered. But also,
he's brown.
When I look at him, it's hard not to just sort of like, because it's just like, it's all sort of brown midtones, and it's like, great.
At least he's not orange.
At least he's not orange. It's not that there's not like, there's contrast in like the composition. I think just like within him specifically, he's a little bit blah.
Yeah.
It's because they hate you.
It's because they hate you. You never see this in the art, so I'm gonna preemptively direct you down to the sprites just to look at the bottom of his jacket, which also has a little gear in it. What the fuck, dude?
That's awesome. Shout out.
Why are you so cute? Shut the fuck up.
In his fucking sprites, he's full color, because of course he is. And there, there's plenty of, the sort of like purple of his hair stands out amongst the red.
You can't tell at all that he's wearing like white slacks.
Yeah, and like, you got this little shot of jade that really works in this color scheme. But the art has to be like maximal sepia, and so we have to exist in brown town.
You have to pay for colors.
You can see his little jade hairband, but like it's just brown.
But in the Uptide 3, you do get some color. They even put some jade in there for no real reason. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, shoutouts.
Ryoshu is also there in the foreground.
First of all, I do really like the rhythm and the synergy. It's not synergy. Yep. What am I looking for?
Synergy.
Symmetry.
Symmetry, okay.
Between Honglu and Ryoshu. They've got very different vibes. Like, they've still got like Ryoshu in the foreground, just like the way she's sort of tightly gripping her thing, and like, just the effect of the cigarette, it makes it clear that like she's the muscle. But they are like in sync. They're aligned. They're doing the same pose. And they're kind of like, they're doing this pose that is like, how do I explain this? They're doing a pose that is like aligned with this red ghost of the suspect, but like against him,
Yeah.
You have these sort of like 3 left to right diagonal lines going across the image, and it's nice. It's a really nicely composed image. It's the line of his
back and of Honglu's spear / cane and of Ryoshu's wrench. That are all the same line. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really nice. I feel like I've never, despite the fact that I love this guy, I feel like I haven't looked at this image very much for some reason. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, hang on, it's good actually?
It's really very good.
Oh my god, the shot of color is like, thank god, I can breathe again.
I also like how comprehensible it is for like being some guys in the background of an image who aren't the main guy. This is
Uh-huh.
not usually true, but you can pretty clearly tell that there's one behind Hong Lu's top hat, which is a little hard to parse, but there's like a couple of victims that are running / being slashed with knives, and then there's like 2 assailants with big hunting knives. There's a main guy and a main victim that are like in front of Hong Lu, but then there's also like a guy running away behind him and another guy holding a knife up behind him. And it's like, I understand everything that's happening in this image. Nothing that's happening in this image is sort of a contextless blur of faces.
Yeah, it's really nice. And also like I appreciate that it's like they've hit such a nice line where it's like it's super comprehensible, but it's also like a little bit cheeky. It's like obviously violence is happening. But
Mm,
like the actual the ghost of the actual like attack is hidden behind Hong Lu. So you,
mm-hmm.
the viewer, can't actually see the like moment of
Yeah.
violence itself, and you have to like infer it yourself, doing like a little bit of detective work of your own, which is so cute. Which is
There's
so
also an
cute.
there's also an excellent dynamic in which it looks like the 2 assailants are about to attack Hong Lu.
Uh-huh.
Like the blood splatter that's coming off of the victim could be coming from his neck. There's a guy
Right,
with a knife raised
absolutely.
that's right behind him.
Uh-huh.
I also love that this blood splatter that's like ghostly and coming out of the victim matches up to the blood splatter that's right below it on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so much, and the fact that Honglu and Ryoshu are not looking at the guys that we're looking at because of the way that the picture plane is positioned in this image. We're looking to the side of them. These things are happening to the side of them. Like, as far as we're concerned, Honglu is looking at something else that's off screen,
Mhm.
which it just gives it this little, like,
Yeah, he's already
hit of
moved.
intrigue that's
He's already
fantastic.
moved past like this bit. He's on to something
Mm-hmm.
else.
And you can see
Um
the weapon.
and you can see the weapon. I was gonna say this is a really good shot also for just like showing us. It doesn't show us like his legs and boots, which is
Mm-hmm.
mostly fine, except that we miss that like gear at the bottom of the jacket, which is
What the
incredible.
fuck?
But like it does show off like different parts of the outfit. Like you can see how it fits him a little better. You can finally
Mm-hmm.
see this glove with his weird gear thing. What is that? What's
I
going on
know.
there? I don't know, but you can
Is
see
that
it
his
now.
replay device that he uses to replay the crime scene?
I don't fucking
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know, brother. Um, and yeah, you get like a good shot of the weapon that feels organic. You can see these weird bars at the bottom. You can see all of its like, you know, all of the gears. And I appreciate also, listen, I love to be hard on T Corp for no reason. This is because I'm a bad person. Um, but I kind of appreciate that this particular kind of like mess of gears is only made up of like 5 gears.
Mhm.
It's like it's sort of comprehensible. You can see even like it's got like a specific piston point that is like attached to a system of gears. That it's like okay, you can see how this would like extend or retract, sort of. I mean, it's super
Mhm.
abstracted, but like you know.
Only 2 of these gears are maybe actually connected to each other, but
I
whatever.
was gonna say also, but like none of his gears matched in any way. I love in particular, look at the really big gear, like the big
I
gear that's
know.
right next to his head, and then look at the little gear that it looks like it's meshing with.
Like, those
But
are the only 2 that look like they
it's
could be touching, but what the fuck would they be doing?
also, why does this front gear have like it has 3 support struts, but they're
Mm-hmm.
like not at like regular angles. Maybe that's just perspective, actually. But, like, it does look kind
Motherfucker
of
is the wee wheel.
wonky. It does look kind of wonky. Motherfucker is the wee wheel. Anyway. Jesus Christ.
In many ways, it's a fantastic image, and we get to make fun of the weapon because we can see it. It's also steampunk bullshit, so it's like totally fine if it looks weird and dumb.
Yeah, it's
You can
gotta
put
be
as many gears and as
steampunk
many
bullshit.
belts as you want to on anything.
Listen, if you're gonna make the art good, I'm like, put some gears in there just to make yourself happy. Like whatever pleases you, babe.
Yeah, it pleases me.
Anyway, what's our next Xhulong?
Our next Xhulong is Fang Hunt Office Fixer Xhulong.
Yay!
This is a Xhulong.
This is a Xhulong.
This is 100% Xhulong. Also, it's really hard for me to say Fang Hunt Office.
I was gonna say, are we allowed to?
I put a lot of emphasis on the N in there.
Probably we can't, right?
We've said it on the podcast.
We've said it on the podcast before, but when you say that specific thing, it has bad implications. But it is just what we call him. Listen.
Fang Hunt Office Fixer Hongyuan. You can imply the rest of the joke.
I'd like to clarify that both of us are homosexuals, okay? And so is Honglu. Xhulong.
And so is he.
So like this isn't just, and it's fine. But as soon as this guy got leaked, and forevermore after, we do
I could only
call him Fag Hunt.
I've only been calling him Fag Hunt Honglu for his entire lifespan, and I use him on my teams frequently. I used him for like all of Kanto 7. It's great.
It's
I
like
love you, Fag Hunt Honglu. Never let anyone bring you down. Look at his fucking guard sprite. Shut up. Like, you understand. Also, they finally gave Honglu a weapon that isn't a polearm.
I don't know if I would classify this as not a polearm.
It's mostly a big hammer.
It's probably not long enough to be a polearm, but it's like...
It's very heavy and not, like, longer than his whole body. I love the animations in which he's sort of, like, struggling to lift it and it goes down very fast.
Uh-huh. Anyway, in this first piece of art, he's kicking down a door.
Mm-hmm.
Hi!
God, I really like Fang Hunt Office Fixer Honglu.
Uh-huh.
For many reasons. I think his Uptai story is really good and interesting. I really enjoyed using him and using his Uptai story, and like seeing truly sort of like fucked up and evil Honglu. He's really very compelling to me. The way in which he sort of has no regard for inhuman life, as it were, blood fiend life.
Uh-huh. He's just happy to be here.
He's just happy to be here. He's just sort of goes full sadist. It's really fun.
Okay. My first question.
Mm-hmm.
What is supposed to be happening in this piece? Okay, let me be more specific. So I like this piece of art. Let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. But what is happening with his leg? And why is it like going through a space portal and then stretching out to infinity? Has anyone ever thought about
Together
this?
till infinity. Yeah.
God, we're awful. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say anything.
I mean, the space portal that it's going through is like an impact mark, right? Like, they do this. It's after that I think things become sort of unbearable. I mean, part of it is just that they sort of like, it ceases to be a leg with a boot on it, which is also true, in fairness, in his skill 2, in which he's doing a kick, but there's literally, his leg just turns into a blur with no features.
Oh, what? Oh, I wonder if there's
skill 2 animation.
I wonder if there's like an extra...
Blob, go!
I think there's supposed to be like an extra asset there that like doesn't pull out of the files cleanly. That must be what's happening there. They
would think.
Yeah.
But it does match up with what he's doing in this one, in which his leg turns into a featureless gray blob.
It does, like, you know, distort with me.
I
I don't
think
know.
what he's kicking is supposed to be the door, but it's really fucking hard to say, given that everything outside of this cone of light is, like, not real.
Wait, yeah, I'm looking like past the space portal, like into the room past the space. The
It's
room
all
like
smudge tool, baby.
the room before the space portal is like comprehensible.
Uh-huh.
There's like posters and shit up, and then past that, it's just like wow. It's like
No,
genuinely
this
just
is
become Space Odyssey 2001.
this is a scene from ill-fated Polygon video series Carboys. Like,
Uh
I
huh.
don't know what to tell you. Anyone who understands that joke needs to come into my Tumblr asks. It's just so, like,
He's
it's
he. Oops, sorry.
everything else looks great.
He looks great. Like I love this outfit. I love the way it fits him. I love
Mm-hmm.
his kind of like vaguely Slavic kind of vibe, you know? He's I mean, he's literally he's just oh my god, what the fuck is it? He's just Van Helsing. And so he's got this like
Mm-hmm.
fake Slavic script on him, and he's got like the
Mm-hmm.
Van Helsing like cloak with all these like little canisters of I don't know, water, I guess.
Holy water?
Yeah, I
I guess it
guess.
doesn't have to be holy water in this context.
I have
Just
a
water.
I have a memory from my childhood in which I had like a friend in grade school who like brought me over to her house and was like this is late grade school. I was like 12. I could have
Mm-hmm.
opinions. And she brought me over to her house and she was like, "Let me show you my favorite movie." And she showed me like the Van Helsing movie, but like the one with all the CGI. There's probably multiple Van Helsing ones, but it would have been like one from like the early 2000s. And she was like, "This is my favorite movie, and it's so cool." And I was like, "This is a bad movie, but I don't know how to
This
express
shit
this
sucks
because I'm
ass.
12." Anyway, he
Uh-huh.
looks like Van Helsing from that movie that I didn't like when I was 12, that I thought was bad.
You'll see this more clearly on the Uptight 3 art, but one of my favorite details about this outfit is the cute little bow. I'm hesitant to call it a bow tie because it's not a bow tie; it's just a bow on his
Uh huh.
collar. Um, Ribbons out, whole thing. Like,
Uh
what
huh.
is the cause for this?
Uh huh.
My cute little fixer.
Uh
What is
huh.
the occasion for your work attire to be adorned with an adorable little gray bow?
I do
What
think
is
that
the deal?
like genuinely, I think part of the point of the Fang Hunt um office and like why they're like a little fancier than you think they maybe should be is because they need to like define themselves as human against the blood fiends, you know? They
Mm-hmm.
need to be like we're human and we have like human preferences and tastes. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh my god, I love the fucking lighting in this one. Look at this
Yeah.
soft, glowy lighting falling upon him that like gradiates from this pure white to this like, you know, warm yellow. Like, damn.
The agent of the Lord has come to your abode,
Uh-huh.
and he's
Damn.
having a good time.
He's having such a good time. This is like the happiest they've ever made him look. It's a really good bit.
The happiest Hong Lu you'll ever see is also a sadist. And, like,
Uh,
good for him. Do you want to look at his Uptight 3?
sure.
In his Uptight 3, he's in the middle of torturing a blood fiend for fun.
Uh-huh.
He's got sort of his one eye is covered in blood and then his jade eye is open. Again, the light work in this one, like, holy shit. This broken window behind him, it's right at like sunset or sunrise, and then just the right side of the image, the left side of his body is like in this beautiful golden rim light that's just so good. And there's
Uh-huh.
a lens flare on top, which is great. But the main source of light that you see on his body is not very much, because he's in the darkness tormenting a guy. And also
Uh-huh.
you can see his cute little bow better.
Uh-huh.
He has
I
used 2 of the canisters. That's a fun
He
detail.
has. Yeah, I noticed that. I also noticed that, like, this is some of the most we've ever seen his fucking eye glowing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I, like, here's my theory that I've come
Mm-hmm.
up with right now. We're coming up with
Mm-hmm.
theories on the fly. Is that his eye glowing very brightly here is, in this idea that they released in Kanto 7, is a little preamble to Kanto 8, because we know that the TV loving elders, they love
Mm-hmm.
their TV, they love their torture porn TV. And so you'd think that maybe the TV is switched on during this part
Mm-hmm.
to
I
really
would
look at.
imagine so. I
It's
think that
it's
they
so
like
his
they
his eye
must
is just
love it.
like is so like actively glowing in this one. There's even like
Mm-hmm.
motes of jade light floating, like, you see that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I love this little apartment that he's in. I love how
Mm-hmm.
trashed it is. Um, I
Oh
love
my
that you
god.
can't see what he's doing with his hands. He's
Mm-hmm.
doing so, he's doing something scary because he's got this scary blank smile, and you
Mm-hmm.
know it, but you don't know what, and that's scary.
Ugh. The thing which I just noticed, which made me go like, "Oh my god," was look at all these rips and tears in his clothing.
Oh my
You can
god,
see it on his
yeah,
left arm and on the cloak everywhere.
yeah, yeah,
Holy
yeah, yeah.
shit! Like that's
That's
amazing.
that's
I mean, we
legit.
we often get guys who are covered in blood, but being covered in blood is kind of a cheap effect, right? Like you
Uh huh.
can do it on different materials and make it look different and all this stuff, but like even the blood that's again on the left side of his body where the light is hitting, this is just an overlay which is over all of the textures here. You can see there's no difference in the blood splatter between the metal and the cloth. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's true and it's fun, but like these tears and rips and puncture marks are
yeah.
like
Looking at his
really
left
legit.
arm particularly, you can really
Mm-hmm.
see that, like, the rips and tears are really like specifically and lovingly done, to the point where like
The fabric
individual
is frayed.
fibers, yeah, exactly, the fabric
Yes.
is frayed to individual fibers, which is fucking crazy. It's crazy.
I love these two puncture marks on his cloak that are maybe where what the blood fiend bit.
Yeah, sick.
Truly so fucking cool.
Yeah, and I love his, like, I don't know. Again, this is maybe like I'm poisoned by seeing Kanto 8 stuff. God, this sun flare effect is just really well done. It like feels bright while I'm looking at the image. But like just like having his non-jade eye gutted out and now he's all
Mm-hmm.
jade is spooky. This is something spooky.
Yeah.
He's become all of the parts of himself that are spooky. And now he's all
Mm-hmm.
spooky. There's nothing non-spooky about the boy.
It's nothing non-spooky about the boy. They do make his hair huge in this one.
I was gonna say, his hair is like big.
He's tendrils.
I mean, I guess like the Fang Hunt guy is like. Wait, now isn't there a Fang Hunt guy that has big hair? Yeah,
Not the named one.
Blood Fiend Hunter. This guy's got big hair.
Fucking. Oh
Pride,
yeah.
but
I see
like,
him.
uh huh.
Prideful Fang Hunt office fixer looking
I'm
ass.
I'm set. I can't find his talk sprites, which is annoying. I can only find the named guy's talk sprites. Because I remember
I have it. I'll send
specifically
it to you.
I remember specifically the unnamed blood fiend hunter with the big hair. Um his talk sprites are so wide. Yeah, he's the wide man.
It's the wide man.
Why
Both
they
of them are too wide.
why they made look at how small his head is compared to his shoulders. Why is he so wide? Fuck, now I have to go back and look at Hong Lu and see if he's too wide.
No,
No,
he's
he's
normal.
normal. He's normal. They didn't give him the wide disease.
Bro is normal.
That was normal. He's so normal in this image.
Fuck, he's so normal
He's
in this
so
image.
normal.
Anyway.
Wait, what the fuck? This identity originally belonged to the World of La Mancha Land Mirror World prior to the October 31st, 2024 update. What?
I think that's when they added Fire Fist Gregor.
So he's like, but what?
No, Fire Fist Gregor was afterwards. They just changed him to a separate World of Fang Hunt office.
Okay, whatever makes you happy.
Which only contains him? Sure.
I guess.
Whatever, man.
Whatever.
They're like, Fag Hunt Honglu is not canon to La Mancha Land.
No, he's not interacting with those guys.
He's not interacting with Sancho Quixote.
Do we want to take a break here, or...?
Yes, here. I need to grab some water.
Okay, we're taking a 5-minute break. I will see you
because I'm not a
soon.
blood fiend.
Hey guys, here's Confucius.
Are you putting Confucius in there?
What?
Is that where you're putting Confucius?
Well, a voice clip of him is gonna be the break.
Oh, I see. Of Kong Lu, right? I was like, why is it Confucius?
Uh-huh. This is my highly engineered episode title, because we didn't have a good one last time. Is Hey guys, here's Confucius.
Hey guys, here's Confucius.
그날 공가가 멸하던 날 가증스러운 옥을 내 손으로 쑤셔 뽑아내고 나니 옥비천이 붉게 물들었더군. 가시가물의 보옥을 드러낸 자리에는 붉은 눈물만 하염없이 흘렀지. 홍로. 그렇기에 홍로인 거다.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Hi, I'm gonna jump straight into it. Hi, welcome back.
Hi, welcome back.
So the thing that we just did over our break was we watched epic rap battles, Eastern philosophers versus Western philosophers, because Ash asked the question, is there an epic rap battles of history that has Confucius in it? And it turns out there is.
Yeah, I was like, you said, here's Confucius, and I was like, you should put an epic rap battles of history Confucius clip in there. And so then we found one.
Yeah. How did you find that?
Better than I expected generally.
Really?
I haven't decided how racist it is.
I also kind of haven't decided how racist it is.
I had a lot of time to consider it, and I haven't decided.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot.
It's like, I'll say that it's worse than I expected it to be.
Worse?
Oh my fucking god. Sorry, I'm on the Lord of Hongyuan page, and this guy has so many voice lines.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not even there yet. I kind of expected it. I don't know if I've ever seen epic rap battles of history ever before, now that I've seen this one. And I think I kind of expected it to be about things. Like, I always expected it to be sort of like about actual things about the guys. But all of those were like, maybe it's just because nobody knows anything about philosophy, but like all of those kind of weren't about anything. And instead, it was just about being racist in like all directions, you know? It's like they didn't sort of like rap out philosophy. They just said sort of racist things to each other. And I'm like, this is fascinating. Is this what it's like all the time, or is it just like this for this particular rap battle?
Are you asking me that? Because I've only seen, like, bits and pieces.
I don't know.
I really wouldn't know.
Tell us in the Tumblr. Send us a Tumblr ask.
Send us a Tumblr ask. How do you find it?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about Confucius in epic rap battles? I didn't like when he didn't go, "Hey guys, it's Confucius."
Hey guys,
Our
let me hit you with some Confucius.
our highly manufactured episode title, because I didn't have a good one for last episode and I felt bad about it. I'm
desperate to talk about Hongyuan.
I'm desperate. We're on full stop, right?
Yes.
Let's
it's time for
fucking
full stop
go!
office ref.
I literally
Xhulong.
I'm literally rubbing my hands together. I'm like, I cannot wait. Oh, look
He's
at this
hot!
fucking guy. He's hot.
They gave him shorter hair and it made him hot.
When this guy came out, you did describe him as Butch Hong Liu. You described this pair as
Butch Hong Liu.
Butch Hong Liu and Femme Heathcliff.
Yes. I'm literally right.
Uh-huh. He
God,
does
he's
like
so hot.
You know, we've identified the point now. It's episode B of episode 8 of season 2 of Soulmates. We've identified that's the point when they start drawing him like a woman. And like for in some like intangible way, he really does look like a butch lesbian in this outfit, but I couldn't.
It's the suit.
It is the suit. It's a woman's suit. Like, look at how it pinches at the waist. Wait, now that I'm actually looking at it, I'm like, it is tailored like a woman's suit. It does go in at the waist, and it doesn't close up at the front.
Tux for me.
Uh-huh. He does also have belts pushing his chest down.
That's also part of it.
Uh-huh. And
another
also,
part of it is the fingerless gloves.
It is the fingerless gloves. Uh-huh. And also, like, it's truly like they made his hair shorter and they made him look more like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is the original guy this guy's based off of a woman?
No. Because he's Leeway. And Leeway has, like, short hair.
Right. Leeway looks
Leeway
like
has short hair.
Leeway looks like a live action Shadow the Hedgehog. Why did they make him a lesbian?
He's such a lesbian.
I
don't know what to say about this image other than that he's like smoking.
Well, like, I do think this image has a lot of I think like this is definitely the set. Not necessarily, but like they start to become more creative with their fucked up boundary that they're trapped in now, and there's a really nice sense of motion to this one. It's kind as if like full stop I scroll Xhulong, that's what it was. As if full we gotta keep up the bit.
Yeah.
As if full stop Xhulong is kind of like casting the world aside. Like he's doing this like this thrusting his hand out motion.
Reference.
Could kill me one of these days. He's thrusting his hand out to the side, and this like feels like it pushes the border back and also like causes this gust of wind. And he's just like, I love his facial expression in this one. He's just like, he's so like, let's go girls.
He's so let's go girls to Tamaki Sinclair's like, I hate being here.
I'm Sinclair, and, just shoot me in the head.
Femcliff being Femcliff.
Femcliff!
Femcliff! It's me!
Let me into your... Anyway, sorry.
No.
I think that he's drawn very sharply. There's actually like not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of texture detail to this suit, which is notable because that makes it look very tailored. They love doing like tons
Mm-hmm.
and tons of texture and like little fabric folds and stuff, and there's relatively little of that here. There's just this sort
Well,
of like wind overlay.
part of it is because of the windy overlay. Part of it is because this is a gray camo jacket. It doesn't really read like one because of all of the visual
It's a
effects on
gray
top of it.
camo jacket?
Yeah,
What?
if you look down at the sprites.
Holy shit, it is. Wait, I thought he was just wearing a black jacket.
It's gray camo. You really can't tell it all. I mean, that's what makes it effective camouflage.
Wow,
You can't tell it all
he's
because of these
successfully
smoky wind effects.
Yeah, he's successfully like camouflaged as like a lesbian going to the Game Awards.
He's undercover. Undercover lesbian coming to HBO.
Uh-huh. Um Anyway, but he just looks really, really nice and clean. Like his suit is so cleanly pressed compared to like other shit that we see in this game, and it's really he looks so sharp. And also like I love this gun. Like it is just like it's
Yeah.
just a Beretta, right? Like
Mhm.
it's just this shit's just like a 9mm.
Mhm.
But someone like took a picture of someone took like a detailed 3D render of a 9mm and rotated it appropriately and then sketched it out with such like loving detail. And it's just like it's just I don't know. It's just a nice
It's got
looking
the
image. He's just got such a good energy.
Yeah, it's a literal smoking gun. I love the little bit of smoke coming off the tip.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this black debris is not just near the gun on this image. It's also near his hand, and sort of all over the place. But the fact that it's concentrated, this sort of dark spot that's concentrated near the gun makes it feel sort of gunpowdery in a fun way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pleased with it. I think that probably objectively there are a little bit too many visual effects sort of clouding the entire image on here.
Yeah.
There's like smoke and debris and pages and everything going everywhere. But I don't mind because I can still see his beautiful face. And part of the joy of that is that he's got a smoking gun and like misty breath.
Uh-huh. Like I do think that the overall image composition here is like, I'm looking over at Audacity and I'm like, you can tell that I've been getting more excited through the episode because my audio has been getting louder.
Uh-huh.
The overall composition of this image is like, it's fine. Like, this it's not really like, the space is filled in decently. Heathcliff looks fine. Sinclair looks fine. There's no particularly interesting like moment of composition in this to talk about. At least not to me. But like, and you're right that there's like a little bit too much shit there's a little bit too much shit on the screen that isn't interesting. It's like a lot of the detail budget is taken up by just like random garbage that we flicked on there with a paintbrush. But this is such a clear, again, it's this thing that they do with Hong Lu that seems so like antithetical, but like they consistently do, is they just like know that you love to look at Hong Lu. And so ultimately,
God, do I love to look at
despite the
Hong
like
Lu.
mild failings of this image, it is just like a really clear shot of just like a really like perfectly appealing looking guy. And it's just like, I don't know. This image really sort of like coasts past its sins on sort of sheer charisma alone. And I'll give it that. I would have liked if it had more going for it, but it's like, I think Heathcliff. I love the composition of Full Stop of Femcliff. Up Taiwan. I think that's a genuinely a really beautifully composed
It's so
image. And this isn't that. But they did the guy so good in this one. And I'm like, it's a guy game, so I can't complain that much.
It's a guy game.
We come from a background of analyzing outfits. Or whatever the fuck you said.
Shut up. Hey, when I saw the Uptie 3 at first, the first time that I saw this in the preview image that they did for this, it really pissed me off.
I was gonna say, do you remember when this was the preview, except it was just like an awful, awful little, like, zoom in of the fucking...
It sucked so bad.
They still have the preview
because
on the
they
wiki?
just
Let me see
showed
if I can
these
find it.
giant gunshot effects and, like, the shoulder of
Yeah,
this Church of Gears guy.
I found it. I'm sending it to you.
It's on the page, isn't it? In the miscellaneous images. Yeah, it's literally just like his face, a bit of a gunshot, and then like nothing.
Yeah, and then like the rest is just like blacked out, and it looks like such shit. How do I actually feel like about this image now? I don't
mind it nearly as much now.
Yeah,
having seen it, I think I didn't like it very much either once I actually got to see it. I think part of why I like it now is partially just like lingering affection for Butch Honglu. I also appreciate that you can very clearly see the guy that he is fighting. Even though it's like takes up about like a third of the screen real estate.
It's fun to see the I mean, like, I don't know. It's such
I don't mind looking at the Church of Gears guys.
Yeah. I like that you can see his brain
like
case.
these shells that are sort of, one of them is right in the line of his jade eye flare. Couple of shells being sort of lost to the wind. And his knife is not very clear, I think, is probably my biggest complaint, is that he's got a knife in his other hand, but it kind of gets lost in the lines of movement here. But it is like a quite well executed action shot, even if you can't see that much of him.
Yeah,
it's
a good render of like a John Wick. I almost just said Hong Lu again, and I'm like, no.
A Hong Lu.
It's a really good render of a Hong Lu. It's a really good render of like,
you're not wrong,
sort of a John Wick action moment. Like, his body is like a little mangled if you look at it too closely, but it's really clear what he's supposed to be doing with his arms. The one thing I do like about this is just like that the line of motion is so clear. It's like the knife, he's clearly like swooping past this guy while firing the shots, and everything guides you back to that line of motion. His hair, his jadezer, his jade laser, the shells that are being ejected from the gun, the knife, you know, everything, the line of motion is like super, super clear, and so they don't need a ton of like motion blur or anything, and that's such a relief. And then we have this sort of like, you know, there's kind of like an X to this image where there's like that one line of motion, and then there's the line of motion of the bullets, like going sort of, what's the opposite of parallel? Perpendicular. I'm stupid, okay?
What would you do without me?
I can only remember words when I'm sitting in front of a LibreOffice document. That's not even true. You do a lot of thesaurusing, honestly. Anyway, but like the action lines here are really clear. I do think he looks so much like I have to say it. He looks so much like a woman in this one. Something about like the sexy.
Oh my god, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Something
I
about
was busy looking at his sprites, and then I went to go look back up, and he's like crazy woman.
It's a couple of things. First of all, he's kind of got like a woman's anime jawline in this one. He's got these, but also like this sweep of bangs over his eyes.
Yeah, it's the bangs for sure.
Like, this is just
the long eyelashes also not helping.
I know, look at how fucking sultry. You think that fucking, wow, what was the one we were looking at earlier that we were calling sultry?
The Dietchi.
Yeah, you think the Dietchi eyes are sultry? Look at these. He's like
It's not my fault that I think he's a beautiful butch woman.
I just think he looks like a, you know, he's like, you know, he's at work, he's shooting this guy, but in his head he's like, can't wait to go have sex with my girlfriend Fem.
My girlfriend
Heathcliff. Yeah. My lesbian girlfriend Heathcliff.
God.
Fuck. Anyway.
I was busy looking at the sprites because they're great.
Uh-huh.
Look at his cunty little guard sprite. What's wrong with him? For first of all, and then just like I love his skill 3 animation. He's so crazy.
Uh-huh.
Look at this beautiful jump with the flared coat out in the air. Like, shut up.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it is like I really need to level up the the gun lesbians. This is as opposed to the gun homosexuals, which is
Mm-hmm.
the N Corp guys.
Yeah.
I really need to level up the gun lesbians because they do just have like great fucking animations.
God. What a cool guy.
Anyway, this image is like a little bit of a mess. It's a little bit messy,
Is.
but it's like
Much
you know,
like the previous one, there's a lot of like technical faults which I could point to here.
Yeah, I think this one has less. I think this one has has less sort of random garbage in it for no reason. This one has random garbage in it like for reasons. Like all of the elements
Doesn't mean it's not random garbage.
It's just just kind of like put together like they've made more compelling action shots, but he still looks great.
Yeah. I would love to see a wider shot on this that's a little bit less like close up and focused on these VFX and more focused on the sprite that they're taking this from, which is the one where his coat is flared out doing really cool shit. You can't see that in this image, but I know that it's happening because it happens in the sprites.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see a wider shot in which you could see that.
Just like pull back the camera and then shift it left so we're not getting a bunch of dead space off to the right. Just like let us see more of his pose, and honestly let us see more of this Church of Gears guy. Just give me like more stuff in this action shot. I think could make it really hit.
I like the way that he's lit though.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, his face just looks, like, incredible. And I'm not just saying this because he looks like a lesbian. And, like, you know, there is, like, I think his hair is drawn really well. Look at this single strand of hair that's, like, come away from his ponytail, like, on the right side of his part.
I've noticed this recently while looking at all these images of Hong Liu. The thing that I don't talk about that like this podcast helps me with is learning how to draw these guys, because they do have very particular visual tics that they do with all of them, even when they change their silhouette somewhat. And one of them for Hong Liu, weirdly, is this one flyaway specifically on the right of his face. And so they've adapted it here into like a different flyaway, which is fascinating. I love it.
I never noticed
fascinating.
That. You're right.
They do need him to have this single like strand out of place in the same spot every time.
Anyway, I love him. I think that I think that like his I still think that full stop Heathcliff his art is just like perfect.
This is not.
And Hong Liu's art is like less perfect, but like they did craft him into like such an incredible guy.
Yeah.
And so
beautiful lesbians. Save me.
Beautiful lesbians. Shoot me with your gun.
Shoot me with your gun. Of the Devil episode 2 just got delayed. That's when we're recording this. We're recording this on Sunday, December 14th, 2025, and Of the Devil episode 2 just got delayed. So beautiful lesbians can't shoot me with their gun. But you know what's gonna be okay? Well, that's a bad segue, because he's not. It's R-Corp 4th Pack Reindeer Hong Liu.
Now, you did say a thing in the last episode, which is in this one, they draw him like a man. And I wonder what you mean by that.
Well, the main thing that I mean by this is that just looking at... I still feel this. I was gonna say, do I go back on this or not? But the main thing is just that he doesn't look like he's happy to be here, which already gives him a more masculine affect.
Sure.
This is the one thing that can defeat Hong Lu, a migraine.
Uh-huh.
But also just like the R-Corp jumpsuit puts so much more emphasis on like and the full suit of armor, but so much more emphasis on like broad shoulders and pecs than your typical like sort of waifish Hong Lu would be. And so even in the uptie one, which has pretty fucking bad diagonalitis, I'm tilting my head so badly.
He's so
I like
diagonal.
this art a lot, but it's like so diagonal it did not need to be.
So diagonal.
You can just see the seam of his pecs in a way that you never see in other Hong Lu art.
I disagree. I'm not saying I'm not saying they draw him like a woman in this one, but I do think that we are still past sort of the womanification of Hong Lu, past sort of like those initial 3 or 4, and like I just think he's wearing sort of a loose jumpsuit, and I don't think it's drawing particular attention to like any particular part of his body, but specifically any particular sort of specifically masculine part of his body in the way you're talking about, at least in contrast to like his earlier arts, which are definitely like, look at my manly pecs.
I will say, I was like, do I go back on this while looking at the uptie 1? And then I switched over to the uptie 3, and I was like, no, I don't.
Fair enough. Either
That's
way.
mostly because of his big-ass pauldrons.
I think this idea is so funny in like, in its position in the game, because it's like...
We're recording this on December 14th, 2025, and they just released a new reindeer. Fun fact. Carry on.
Now you can have 3 of them for no reason.
Now you can have 3 of them.
I think it's so funny that they release, like, right before Kanto 8, they release one ID in which he's sad to be like, uh-oh, guys, he's gonna be sad. Look at this sad preview of our sad boy being sad. Did you know that he can be sad? He can be sad. Did you know this?
He can be sad. It's such fake sad Hong Lu bait. The real like Hong Lu personality ID is Fag Hunt. In this one, he just has a migraine. He's
just kind of ill.
You can't be like reindeer sad.
He needs some bird's nest soup.
He's got his 2 giant bottles of pills open beside him.
His 2 giant bottles of pills is really funny.
Leave me alone.
I do think
migraine.
I do think that he's like drawn fairly well. Like this jumpsuit looks good.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a good render of like a loose jumpsuit. It you can tell like specifically how it fits on his body. And there's something to me about like these 2 little kind of like hanks of hair hanging down into the light that get turned like a little bit brown, that kind of like mirror his antlers, is kind of cute. I think his facial expression is like genuinely quite compelling.
You know why I think he looks like a man? It's because they lifted his facial expression from Merceau.
I just know a lot of women who get migraines, okay?
Women who get migraines, heart emoji.
Women who get migraines. This one's for you.
This one's for you, babe.
If you're a woman who gets migraines, listen, I'm a woman who gets migraines. It's tough out there.
Migraine for migraine.
Yeah, call me. We'll lie in the dark together, but not like that.
It's a different episode.
Anyway, sorry. Fuck. Anyway, I feel like this bunk is sort of nicely rendered. I love its like, you know, its little locker that it's got built into it. It looks so miserable. You can see like the metal plating on which the bedding lies, and you're like, oh, it sucks to be here. And so like, I don't know, I think this is like a reasonably It's a well put together image. It's got a compelling concept. The composition is fine, except he's so diagonal.
He's so diagonal.
But it's not
It's
the most striking thing in the world to me.
I really wish that this image were more upright. I know why it isn't, and it's because they don't have anything to fill the rest of that dead space. But like,
I don't know.
my
I don't know. You could I don't know. Hey, I have a question for you as sort of like a
because I love deer. Yes,
as an antler aficionado. That was a
Yeah.
really organic segue.
You're welcome.
How do you feel about the R-Corp? I almost said antenna. That's not what they are. What are they called?
Antlers?
Antlers. Thank you.
You just said it.
I stunlocked myself so hard.
As an antler aficionado, how do you feel about the what's it called?
Is that actually what happened?
Yes.
God, I'm the worst. No one else would do a podcast with me. No one else would tolerate me.
I do not wish to do a podcast with anyone except my wife, etc.
How do you feel about the way they do the R-Corp antlers as these kind of like weird sort of knobbly crystal things?
Great. I would take them. I'd be able to deal with the migraines. I'd be fine. I will say, they don't have the Roja shit up on the wiki yet, do they?
Is it? It's not out
No.
till Thursday.
It's not
I don't
out
think.
yet, so
Yeah.
I prefer reindeer Ishmael's antlers to reindeer Honglu's, which I think is reasonable, just because they're shaped more to my taste, just personally speaking. Reindeer Honglu has these like slightly thicker near the end antlers, which are not quite as to my personal liking. But I don't dislike them. I mean, it's like they're just like a big, you know, a big buck. would have.
Yeah.
As for the like texture of them, it's perfect, and I have no notes.
I get what you mean though. Is like Ishmael has more of like she's got those sort of like her antlers end in sort of knobbles in a way that feels very, very deer-like, in a way that these are just kind of like, they almost look like fucking you know the beetles that have like the big mouths?
Yeah.
They almost look like those more than
They're
they
like a
look like
rhinoceros
antlers. Yeah, rhinoceros beetle. But not like a rhinoceros, that's a different guy. Anyway, are we done with this piece of art?
Am I making a fool of myself?
Maybe.
I'm just
No,
looking
wait,
this up.
rhinoceros. Wait, do rhinoceros have pincers? Pincers is the
Rhinoceros
what I'm
beetles
looking
do
for.
have pincers. They just also have the big horn.
Yeah. Anyway, they look more like pincers than horns to me. Anyway, should we move on?
Yes, to the Uptie 3.
In this piece of art, it's fine.
This is better. I mean, listen, I'd really like the Uptie one if it were less diagonal. This one gets to be better just because it's horizontal and normal. And it doesn't have, like, major issues that I have problems with. I like that you can see his whole body still, even though it's horizontal.
Yes.
They've curled him up in a ball in a very satisfying way. He can be Shadow the Hedgehog.
I will say that I think
it's
like
really good.
He's got a really good facial expression here. His facial expression has a lot of depth. It's like it's pained, but it's also like sorrowful, and it's also like, oh God, get me out of here, you know?
Girls who get migraines.
Girls who get migraines. Shoutouts. Call me.
Sorry, buddy.
But and like I think that like the armor, the lighting makes this armor like really difficult to look at. The lighting makes this image overall like a little bit difficult to look at. It's just like which is sort of fun. But I'm like,
I mean, listen, it's immersive.
I'm kind of
Get a
mid.
migraine.
I'm kind of mid on this image overall, and maybe you can sell me on it. But
I like it more than you do, I think. I don't find the light makes the armor hard to look at. I do find that the light is hard to look at, which is fine. It's very bright.
uh
I think that the sort of orb of effects that it has is good, actually. I don't mind it.
uh
It's accurate to what this fucking psychic beam is supposed to do.
yeah, and it's not
Um,
in the way of anything important. It gets its
No.
own sort of like orb zone.
Yeah, it gets the orb zone. He's clustered in the middle of the image. I like these little like rivulets of sweat that are dripping down his face, and the fact that his eyes are super bloodshot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
vein sticking out on his forehead is obvious, but I didn't notice until I zoomed in how fucking bloodshot his eyes are. Poor guy.
Yeah, again, his expression is really, really good.
I think the one thing that, like, you do miss a couple of important identifying Honglu features in this image, which is fine in, like, isolation. Like, they very rarely do images where he doesn't have both of his eyes showing, because the jade eye is a big thing. Here, he doesn't have the jade eye, he just has the regular eye, which is weird, but fine. I think it's, like, it starts to bother me when it's put in conjunction with the fact that you can't see his hair very well.
Right.
Like, you can tell that it's Honglu. He's got the one flyaway. It's really big. He's got his jade hairband, like, you can see it. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just that a lot of it gets lost behind the armor and then sort of swept away into the general nothingness of this background. There's also not a lot going on in this background that I can parse at all, which is to say nothing. Nothing is going on here that I can parse
It's
at all.
blue.
It's blue.
But
like,
what is going
I do think that the metal rendering is as good as it ever is. And like, I really do like the way that these pieces of armor fit together. I like the reindeer in general. I don't know if you can tell, and I don't know if you can possibly tell why. But yeah, I'm fond of it. It does have a couple of notable faults, but it's like, I would probably stick on the uptie one instead, just because it has more Honglu.
Yeah.
And because they tilt it when they put it in the little portrait, they tilt it back.
I have really been looking at like what you can see of the background on the left, and I have no idea
There's
what's
nothing.
going on. He
It's-
looks like he's
the
in Deep
boulder
Nest. Wait,
Say that.
two separate but like fully different Hollow Knight references. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with us?
How long do you have?
They had wormed us, but like both of us. And so now we both share the worm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's part of my thing, is I think just like, it's fun in concept to like make a Hong Lu who's like, oh, he's sad and scary. But like at some point you take too much Hong Lu out of the image and it just becomes less compelling to me. This guy's got a compelling story. I think it's compelling to have a migraine. I think his facial expression is really good, but it's just like, it doesn't strike me on some like deep emotional level. And maybe that's just a me problem,
Mm-hmm. I don't think emotionally it's too non-Honglu. I mean, objectively it is, but it doesn't bother me that much. It's really just the like visual elements that are missing that bugs me.
Yeah, I don't know. Just doesn't do for me as much. But like
Sorry, migraines girl.
Sorry, migraines girl. I like that the armor is scratched. I think the scratches on the armor are nice. That's my one last little detail.
Get her some ibuprofen.
God, get her some damn ibuprofen. Give me some ibuprofen. I've got a little bit of a headache.
Me too. The Anamnor.
Is it time?
I think it's time.
Hey guys, it's Confucius.
Hey guys, it's Confucius.
Actually,
Hey
really.
guys.
Oh, sorry.
No, you carry on.
Really quickly, can you put Confucius? Can you put his name? Not the. Can you put the name Confucius into the organization 13 name generator?
Yeah. Hold on.
Can we get an organization 13 name for Confucius?
Yeah. Confucius.
Make sure you spell it right, because I never spell it right.
Yeah, I got it. I got it first try. Fukuskushin.
Doesn't work.
Sucko unfix.
There's gotta be a good one.
Unfix cocus. Focus kunix.
Okay, we're getting there.
Funsiskaux. Consixifuf. Consifuxic.
Consifuxic kind of works.
Nixokusif.
Nixoc.
Confuxicus.
Confuxicus. That's just his name with an X in it.
I know. Akasfuxin. Akasfushin? Something like that.
Cusfushin? That's sort of something.
Akasfushin.
Fuck.
Suckofushin.
Uh-huh.
Focusuxink.
Okay, I need
Unikoxksif.
to put a cap on how much of this episode is just you saying noises.
You need a cap on it?
Well, never mind. That didn't work.
It really sucks ass. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. Hey guys, it's Confucius. I think
Hey guys,
it's really
in this one, he's
funny
Confucius.
that, like, one, everyone said this before, but one, it's funny that Confucius is in Limbus Company.
It's
Two,
really funny.
It's funny that Confucius is an enemy. But
It's
three,
very
it's
funny.
funny that Confucius is an enemy, but actually he's like a really nice guy. Like he's
Yeah.
just like he's a really, like, he's just like a chill guy, you know? And so therefore, I think it's funny that when they make Hong Lu Confucius, they have to make him like, because they don't make him the actual villain of the Kanto. They make him Confucius because that's the cool guy that they've set up. And so, but he's still like the villain ID, so he has to be a villain. And so they make him evil Confucius.
They make him uniquely different evil.
Yeah, he's like, it's like, okay, what if Confucius was in the game? I'm with you. What if Hong Lu was Confucius? I'm with you. What if Confucius was evil? And I'm like, okay, lost me a
Now
little.
hang on.
Now hang on.
I don't
It's
think that's
just-
how that works.
They make him so evil, and I'm like, but he's not evil.
But he's not.
The
He's
whole point is that
Confucius.
he's not evil. The whole point is that
He's
actually he's
just
nice.
Confucius.
Uh-huh.
So, like, what's the deal with him being... That's why his identity story is so long, because he has to explain why and how he's evil Confucius.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do this.
Uh-huh.
Am I the only one who saw Jiaqiu and was like, that guy's part of the evil League of Nine? He's black and red.
Probably not. But, like,
He's not,
he's not.
but it
I don't
is
know.
like...
I didn't really know what was going on with
He's
that.
evil guy coded.
Uh-huh. I feel like the end of what is that shit called? Night in the Backstreets? Is that literally just what it's called?
Nocturnal Sweeping.
Nocturnal Sweeping, right. Genuinely, small bit of criticism. I think the end of Nocturnal Sweeping was a little bit less cool than they meant it to be, and mostly was just kind of confusing. Nocturnal
they could have
confusing.
just ended Nocturnal Sweeping with a really cool sweeper fight, and then I would be like, cool. And now we're gonna do Kanto 8.
They could have just ended, like, they could have done the cool sweeper fight, and then everything after that happens. And it would have been much clearer if, like, after all of that shit with the head cutting and stuff, someone had just gone, hey guys, it's Confucius. That would have made things much clearer for me, personally.
Hey guys, here's Confucius.
Hey guys, here's Confucius.
It did take me a very long time for me to figure out that he was Confucius.
Yeah,
and that his guys were sort of Confucian scholars.
And that took forever to figure out, like, why it was Confucius. I mean, obviously it's Confucius because it's Dream of the Red Chamber, but, like, why is it Confucius? Where is Confucius? Hey guys, where is Confucius? Hey guys, why is Confucius? Hey guys, who is Confucius?
Hey guys, how's Confucius? Evil.
Anyway, should we talk about this piece of art?
I honestly don't have that much to say about it.
I like that he has an evil hairband. His hairband is evil now?
He does have an evil hairband.
Instead of, like, the normal jade loop, they've turned it into this, like, whole, like, gold and jade fucking, like, really overdone fucking thing. And it's like, hey guys, here's evil Confucius. He's got an evil hairband. You can tell it's evil because it's fancy. Hey guys.
I do like that they've given him the red ribbon from getting traumatized as a child.
They do. I mean, like, I like his whole... I like
but it's
the
on
whole...
the other eye.
I like the whole situation that he has, where he's gouged out his jade eye. Like, his TV. Yeah, he's gouged out the TV eye so that he's no longer the TV. And I think that's sick as fuck. But I do kind of think this guy is super boring.
He's just like, they have to do so much legwork to justify his existence, and then he's not even really Hong Lu in any meaningful way.
Yeah, they're just like, hey guys, here's evil Confucius. And I'm like, okay.
Like, I think that there are more interesting evil Hong Lus in this world.
Yeah. And
or
it's
like bad end Hong Lus.
Okay, there's
but they're
like,
not as cool.
Yeah, there's things that I like about this image. I think his outfit is drawn really nicely. It's a good render of the Kong Chu outfit. Everyone always calls him Kong Lu, but I think Hong Chu is better.
Hong Chu is so much harder to say than Kong Lu.
Yeah, that's just because you're white. Not that I'm not. I'm just like, I think it sounds... Anyway. Hong Chu. It makes him sound like a cutie. He's a cutie, right? That's his thing? He's nice Confucius? They made him nice
hey
Confucius?
Guys, it's cute Confucius.
Hey guys, it's cute Confucius.
I have a manga about this. Anyway.
I think his
anybody else know about the manga in which Confucius is a VTuber? Does anyone else know about this? If you do, soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com.
I think his outfit is rendered well, like, I think do you ever get to, like, see this staff? Am I about to be mad because you never get to see this staff? No, you never get to see the staff in the art. No,
you do. It's at the top of the Uptide 3.
It is?
It's his Land of Illusion Guandao.
Oh.
It is cool that it's the Guandao from his ego.
Uh-huh. I don't know. It's weird how little I have to say about this, actually. You're right.
I know, right?
It's like, there's Faust.
There's, like, details about this that I think are interesting. I like the Haisho Pack member standing ominously on a rock off to the side. I know that this is like a member of the sea branch, but there's a better world in which this is Night Drifter Ryoshu. I wish this was true. It's not, because they're not even in the same mirror world, but I wish this was true. There's like, they're trying to do a thing where it's like, here's my beautiful world on one side, and here's blood and death on the other one. But like, I don't really care for it. It's just like, again, it takes so much stretching for it to be like, and this is evil Confucius. And so he's evil. And there's his evil mechanisms and his reckoning. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, man.
Oh, fucking Daiyu Ryoshu's mirror world is listed as NA.
Yeah, she's just not... Something's fucked up about this whole situation, Carmen,
something's
and
fucked
I'm gonna
up.
need you to explain it to me in your beautiful voice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I just...
I think, let me be clear, since we're here. I think Jia Chu is hot. Everyone agrees with me, right? Everyone understands this? He's an attractive man.
He looks like he's drunk, is my thing. They made him so red.
Well, he does have a very red face, which is sort of disturbing.
Red.
But, like, it is funny, I was gonna say this, it is funny that they, like, make, Kong Lu do the Jia Chu, like, grabbing the belt thing, except his hands are so thin and waifish, as opposed to Jia Chu's big, veiny hand.
Yeah. So I guess the thing that's supposed to be happening here is that he's, like, emerging out of, like, the blood of Hongyuan into sort of, like, beautiful, idyllic ego world, because these mountains don't exist in the world as we know it. They live in a cube.
They live in a cube. These mountains are from, like, when Hong Lu manifests his ego at the end of the contract.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like...
Also, there's the flower petals from that scene with Daiyu, except Daiyu doesn't, like, meaningfully exist in this mirror world, so, like, what's the point?
Are you sure it's the flower petals from that, and not the flower petals from...
What?
From the... Anyway. I
have no idea what you're talking about.
The peony. From the scene where they get birds. The birds scene?
What?
No? What? No, the scene where the guys in the Bina is there.
Oh! Fuck me. In my defense... You were like, the scene where they get birds, and I was like, in Kanto 6 with the pillow?
Last episode I sang that little bit of the song and you got it immediately. Anyway, are you sure it's not the pedals from that?
I don't know, maybe. I feel like it's supposed to be a burying flower petals thing, except it doesn't really land because, again, Daiyu doesn't meaningfully exist.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's fine.
I don't know, man. It's fine.
We can move on. Literally, like, sat on that piece of art and talked about nothing for 5 minutes.
In his Upside 3, he's evil.
In his Upside 3, he's evil.
And he's in the Iron Threshold Temple.
This one is like... This one has, like, more things going on that are compelling. It's like... I understand sort of idealized mountain landscape ego world, but it isn't real. Like, distinctly, it isn't real. In this, there's, like, real things going on. And that's nice. There's, like, real environmental details. Look at this cool throne that he's on. Look at his,
throne. I like this cool dragon medallion.
Yeah, it's the medallion from the movie The Medallion. Does anyone know this? Please
Nope.
send a Tumblr ask if you know the movie The Medallion.
I'll relay it.
But
I like that the blood splatters on his face are now quite clearly from where his fingers covered in blood touched his eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
And there's
Here's what I wish was true about this image, is that there's a lot going on in the identity story, as we've mentioned, including the fact that he just sort of kills Shichun Ishmael. I wish that was in here. I think that'd be cool.
I wish that, like, things were happening in either of these arts. This was also a problem that we had, I feel, with, like, honestly, if you think about it, I feel like this pair of art is really, really similar to Heathcliff, to Wild Cunt Heathcliff. Where it's like the first one is just like, it's the guy in environment. Look at the guy, he's in environment. This guy has a horse. This guy has a Faust, and he's in environment. And then the second one is like, look at the guy, he's still in environment, but now he has more objects and more guys.
Zilu is still there.
She's still, but look at, now there's more guys, but only vaguely. And now there's
less
some
Faust
objects.
And more shadows.
Uh-huh.
You can see a little bit of his boots that look bad. You know, from the full Jiaqiu talk sprite where he has boots that look silly.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever looked at Jiaqiu's full talk sprite? He's got little booties.
There are lots of things that I like about this image. It's got a really strong framing where it's like you personally, the viewer. I love it when, like, you, the viewer, are in the scene. You are, like, bowing before the Iron Throne and, like, you know, begging for things. And, like, you know, the way that he's sort of, like, coldly considering you as his eye weeps blood is, like, great, cool. That's cool and great. And, like, you know, I think his posing is good. Why did they give him the Jiaqiu, like, hand vein pop, but only on this one? But, and, like, you know, I like the details of the throne. I like the details of the medallion, from the medallion in the background. Look at how it has the jade eye. But, like, the other eye is gouged out.
There's the TV.
It's like, you know, it's
the TV is watching.
Even as he ascends to the throne, his past still haunts him. You know, I think what you can see of his weapon, it's cool.
The flower petals are there, but now they're drenched in blood.
Ooh. But it's just like, as you can tell from my tone, it just, like, doesn't quite, it just, like, doesn't quite hit for me for some reason.
No, I get it.
I love that every single one of the background guys has, like, not all
Sans
of them, I
undertale
guess,
in their eyes,
but they all have, like, unique eye colors, implying that, like, each type of fucking Haisho, thank you. We even talked about any Haisho just because of, like, the direction of, you know, it's just sort of the timing of the podcast, which is fine. But I'm not a huge fan of the Haisho sort of writ large. I like individual Haisho. But I love the implication that each individual type of Haisho has, like, specific context.
They have specific sans undertale in their eyes.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, his pose is he's doing some fun villain shit. I'm just like, I don't know, man.
In theory, this is the exact same, like, pose as Spice Bush Yi Song, which famously I think is hot as hell. It's just that in this one he's, like, fake evil.
Hey guys, it's
and
evil Confucius.
Hey guys, it's evil Confucius, and if I'm being honest, I don't care for it.
It's just, I don't know, like, this is a fun comparison. I'm looking at Spice Bush Yi Song, again, and it's like, this image has, like, composition to it. This image has, like, colors that, like, matter, and it has, like, composition. Like, this horizontal stripe of light, you cannot count out, is, like, makes that image so just, like,
sorry,
compelling.
now I'm looking at my beautiful wife.
Right? Like, it's good. Like, it's a really good image. And this image, it just, like, again, it's just, like, Wild Hunt Heathcliff uptie. It's like, it's got lots of details. It's like he's a cool guy with cool objects, and I genuinely won't take that away from it. But it's just like, it's not like the only thing that is like a compelling composition thing here to me is the dragon medallion like haunting him from behind. That's cool, genuinely. But it lacks overall, it's just like meh. I think it's almost in a similar vein. I think it's almost that it's like too complicated. Like it's got a lot of things. Like he's got a really high detail outfit, which like I like, and there's a lot of guys in the background, and there's a lot of guys in the foreground, and it's just like this is I don't know. I'm trying to grasp something,
despite being so much more rendered, like so much more effort put into it. It just doesn't have the same like pure sexual energy as Spice Bushy's song.
Uh-huh. They forgot to make him a woman in this one, so we don't like it.
They forgot to make him a woman! He's too busy being Confucius!
Hey guys, it's Confucius.
I mean, to be fair, it's his bad end, so he can't be a woman. It's only in good end, Dream of the Red Chamber, that Honglu gets to transition.
Uh-huh. It's only in good end, Dream of the Red Chamber, that Confucius gets to transition.
Really funny.
Thank you.
I like that one. Should we do some ego?
Yeah. I just think he should have gotten Jiamu. I
also think that he should have gotten Jiamu.
I think he should have gotten Jiamu.
I think that the more interesting bad end for Honglu is some kind of equivalent of like Hierarch of Hongyuan, Jiamu, something like that, or fucking precious jewel of Da Guanyuan, fucking put him in the orb type shit.
Yeah.
Things that actually are relevant to his character.
I don't know. It's like, and then I don't know. Give fucking Otis a Confucius ID.
True.
Hey guys, it's Confucius.
Hey guys, it's Confuciodicius.
That worked better actually. Is when you draw it out like that.
Much to consider.
Hey guys, it's Lasso Xhulong.
True, it is Lasso Xhulong.
Run along the flow and voila, there you are.
True, there he is.
This is... Ow, I hit my hand on my microphone stand and it probably made a loud
that.
noise and it really hurt. I'm stupid. Hey guys.
In this one, he's on a big horse.
In this one, he's a cutie. I like this one because he's cute in this one.
He's cute in this one. God, I wish these ego images were upscaled more.
I know, why did they suck?
I can't look at his face because
just like him, he's so gallant and dashing with his his cape and his hair like swaying in the background, and he's like,
come to rescue you.
Yeah, in one hand he's got this bridle, and in the other hand he's got his whip, which, like, despite the fact that it is rose thorned, it tickles his skin gently.
Prince Charming.
He's just like, this is such a simple ego outfit, but it's so effective. Dude, they just put him in the fucking Robin Hood outfit. They just made him fucking Link from The Legend of Zelda, and like that's it, and it's perfect.
You just put him in a cape and a tunic and a little hat, and then it's like, wow, a beautiful woman. He is on his flower Rocinante. I do really like how this horse looks. I like how sort of smudgy they draw these vines. So that it's just sort of like, think about real horse Rocinante.
Fuck, dude. Real horse Rocinante.
Rocinante in its shoes form.
I love its like blankly staring flower eyes. Like it's
Just
so
like a
sort
real
of,
horse.
it is genuinely kind of like spooky and dead.
But also, it's holding a rose in its mouth.
It is. But the fact that Hong Lu is riding it as if nothing is wrong, just like there's like the thing that I want to get across about this one is it's just got like an energy. You know when an image just has like an energy? I don't know why I'm so hyped up this episode. It's probably because I'm finally almost done being sick.
True.
But like, you know when an image has an energy? The energy of this one is like it's all there's plenty of ominous bullshit. He's got an ominous guy behind him. He's on an ominous like horse of death. And then he's like, "Wee, I will save you, princess." And it's like it's just it's great. I like it. I think it's appreciable.
I also think to look at the corrosion a little bit, there's lots of little details I like about the corrosion. His arms turn into lassos, or nooses if you prefer, while a noose is also around his neck and on the bridle of the horse. I really like the way that they render this fucked up horse in the sprites. I like that it's bleeding rose petals. I like the hurt sprite where it like rears back. It's really quite good. The whole thing is both sort of stiff and languid in a way that's really satisfying.
I remember
Just generally, like, do you like a horse? We like a horse.
Yeah, I'm solid about horses. I remember when this ego came out and like God, we're the worst. Okay, it's 2 hours into the episode. The algorithms can't catch us now. This ego came out and everyone was like, OMG, he's flowers, and it's like, oh my god, Hong Lu is Dai theory.
Dai.
And then we, because we're terrible, but also we've read the books, we're like, oh my god, he's killing himself like in Dream of the Red Chamber.
It's true.
It's true. Sorry that we're bad.
Sorry, guys.
But like...
Remember when this ego came out and Faust also has one and it looks like also pretty good?
I even like the awakening like splash of this. I like I really like that Rose Hunter is just like also wearing this like hunter jerkin. Guy just looks like he's wearing a hoodie. It's really funny.
What up?
What up? I don't know. There's almost not much to say about this one. It's just he's just a cutie. It's just got like a really good sort of offbeat energy that I like to see. And then he has a noose, like in Dream of the Red Chamber. Sorry.
Also true. Tears of the tarnished blood.
Xhulong.
Hey guys, in this one, it's the dream that Dai Yu has in which, he, like, rips out his heart.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What? I never realized
Remember
that.
when Dai Yu has a terrible nightmare where it's like, Bao Yu, you're heartless, because he's gonna, like, leave?
Yeah.
Or
and then he's like,
leave,
my heart is right here.
Like, oh, my heart is right here, and then he reaches inside his own chest and he can't find it.
Yeah, it's the bit that Emma read out loud in the Dream of the Red Chamber retrospective episode, and then felt self-conscious about, even though it sounds good.
And it's this.
It's this. You're so right. I was gonna say.
It literally is.
I was gonna say, hey guys, here's Confucius.
Okay.
There's something spooky is going on. Here's the thing. We'll go back to the art in a second. But like something spooky is going on where it's like Tears of the Tarnished Blood is theoretically just like a random ego of a random abnormality. But Tears of the Tarnished Blood is like also the thing that that Lord of Hongyuan Hong Lu does. And this really spooked me when this first came out. I was like, that it's spooky that the guy sorry. It's spooky that the guy um how did I navigate to a worse part of this page? It's spooky that the guy in the mirror world like sort of like is aligned with this ego that exists in our world. I don't know, it's spooky to me. That's all. This is my weird conspiracy theory corner. Now we're done. We can go back to the art.
I wish we could look at Xhulong, like, for real.
I
the
know.
abnormality that this is. Xhulong is so cool, and there's, like, nothing.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a schniz about Refraction Railway. I don't care. I don't care
but
about
we didn't
Refraction
get
Railway.
one for this season, which means we don't get to hang out with this guy.
Yeah, but we don't get to have a final boss against a, like, massive, like, fucking feathered Chinese dragon that's made of meat. It's cruel.
It's also, cruel. Like, kind of yin and yang from Lobotomy Corporation, and so it's like...
Yeah. But, like, this art is... I love that, like, underneath he's wearing just kind of, like, normal robes. To some extent. He has, like, normal-ish underrobes that have these cool... Look at this cool dragon pattern on his, like, his front piece and stuff like really that. Cool. And then his outer robes are made of shedding, rotting meat. Yes, and, like, that's sick as fuck. Yeah, there's, like, bone in his robes. It's literally ribbed.
It's so cool.
And it's like, it's so fucking cool. And he has this one antler with the little jade danglies.
I have gender envy about it, but it's fine.
And I love his facial expression here. I love that he's this, like, awful kind of, like, heart-pierced flesh monstrosity. But he's looking down at you with this, like, absolute benevolence. Just like, it's don't worry about it. It's fine.
Also, Honglu with his hair down!
Yeah! And him with his hair down is, like, genuinely kind of spooky. Like, it feels like he's about to die. Because he, like, you know... And it's just, like, this image is such fucking chaos. There's, like, blood and guts flying everywhere. But also, like, this image doesn't feel too... Like, nothing in this image feels out of place. There's maybe a little bit too much foreground blood. But, like, every object is individually interesting. And it all sort of flows into each other. And then, like, right in the middle of the image is him getting stabbed in the chest. But right above that is just, like, his face... which is this perfect picture of serenity. And it's so good. It's such a good effect.
I mean, the key to this art is that it all comes in these circles, right? It's this orb of light in the middle that just perfectly frames his face. And then outside of that, there's a ring of the dragon. And then outside of that, that's where all of these spears of blood come in. And the same thing goes for his robes, where it's like, there's his face, there's the outer layer of robe, and also this sort of like halo of intestines. And then there's his normal robes. And it just like, it works in these beautiful little circles that lead you around the image. But always you get to come back and peacefully rest in the center with either him being disemboweled or his, beautiful face that's not scary at all.
Yeah, it's got such a nice depth, and it's like, ugh.
And it's so red. This is important.
He's in some sort of red teardrop.
Some kind of red.
Some sort of dream of the red dewdrop. And then the sprites are just, like, so fucking sick.
Oh my god.
Like, look at his fucking halo of like, intestine that he's got going just in his default.
Look at the idol the end, in which his robes sort of splay out as though he's got big, webbed, bony arms.
And
then, of course, the corrosion.
Yeah.
And, like, what more is to be said about this? These are sprited so excellently that you can see the beating of the heart. Like, I don't know what more to tell you than that. They're just phenomenal. I love the way that he's being choked by his intestines. I love the way that his jaw shudders as it opens and closes. I love weird dragons made of meat.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's just, like, phenomenal. They do so fucking much with this sprite that it's just, like, completely unnecessary, frankly.
Uh-huh.
Weird fucking chicken.
Anyway, Xhulong is a real type of Chinese dragon.
Cool.
Its most prominent feature is that it has a pair of feathered wings, which most Chinese dragons don't have. I mean, most Chinese dragons don't have feathers or wings.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, he's a chicken.
This guy, he's a chicken.
He's a chicken.
Why the fuck is Lord of Hongyuan Honglu have tarnished blood?
He doesn't even have it like as an ego. He's just sort of like part of his being. But also
Yeah.
he exists in some like spooky Carmen bullshit. And so he's like synergized with an ego, with an abnormality. He's doing some spooky. I feel like he's this is his ego. Which is spooky, like his ego gear in more traditional ego. And that's spooky to me, especially because he
It's
has the
scary.
Hong Lu like default ego Guandao, right? And so he's like he's genuinely like infused with some Carmen shit.
Yeah.
And it's like that's scary, right?
It's scary.
It's scary that like we can channel an ego that is that guy from the mirror world's ego specifically. I don't know. This is some lore shit. We're here to talk about art, but like it's spooky to me.
It's scary.
It's like the only thing I like about fucking Lord of Hongyuan.
Lord of Hongyuan.
Yeah, is like that he does this weird spooky like cross-dimensional ego shit. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's time for numbers.
It's time for numbers.
I have so many opinions about the Kinsey number,
Let's get
because
right
I
into
always
it, then.
do.
Hong Lu, cute.
Hong Lu, cute.
I mean, isn't he just a cutie?
He's just, I mean, everyone thinks he's so cute to the point where
Everyone
they
thinks he's
fucking
cute.
hates him.
They're
Everyone
like, I
thinks
hate
he's
that
cute.
he's so cute.
Yeah. So how cute is he? So we're starting at a super cute.
He's super
something
cute.
He's something in the I think he has to be above a 3.
Oh yeah.
And it's like what are his not cute aspects? I mean, he's bursting to the brim with trauma, but like everyone's bursting to the brim with trauma. So like it can't mark that against him too much. And also he's very sort of sweet and kind trauma.
Yeah.
You know?
The nice
his
kindness.
his final cutscene in which all of his ego shit happens is like it's sort of it's very sweet and kind, and he's like, oh, I just want to feel love and sorrow. And he's like,
I can't really count, like, being sort of emotionally stunted against him, because he's definitely still cute while, like, dissociating.
uh-huh.
What would that we all were, frankly.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
He's still, like, you know, while in his sort of state of perpetual dissociation from the ages of roughly 10 to 30, he still sort of fixes Heathcliff's hair real nice.
Yeah. I mean, we could give him a 6 cute. This would be funny, I think.
I mean, I honestly think he's 6 cute. He
I
goes from being a little marshmallow to being like a big marshmallow to being just like a little sweetie.
I do think that he's like the cutie of the cast. If anyone is going to be a 6 cute, like literally, who else is it gonna be?
Yeah, and we already did Don Quixote, so that's been decided.
Yeah. So 6 cute.
6 cute.
Appeal.
Not very.
People do fucking hate him. That's true.
People do hate him on like many levels. As a child, they hate him because he's too sad, and then they hate him because he's too happy. And then as an adult, they hate him because he's too happy, and also they hate him because he's not happy, and also they hate him because he's like rich.
Uh-huh.
And also they hate him because he's an asshole.
Uh-huh. That being said, like, I don't think he's a 0, certainly. I'll take a sub-appealing, but he is, like... a lot of it is that he's nice. A lot of the reason why he's not appealing is because he's nice, right? And, like, in a high-pressure, professional situation, being nice is not always appealing. That being said, also, he's nice. And I think that does, to some extent, have to come into consideration. It's like, he may be kind of annoying. Like, you know, he may be, like, a little bit sort of insufferable, but, like, one...
I do think constantly about the scene in, like, Nocturnal Sweeping or whatever, in which the whole gang looks at each other and they're like, we hate this guy.
But, like, he will, like, do your hair at any moment. And also, like, he will always be genuinely nice to you. That's the other thing, is, like, I think... You know, we exist in a post-Canto 8 world intentionally by how we structure this podcast. And I think, like, the understanding that people get of him, that he means it genuine, the understanding that people get of Don Quixote that she means it genuinely, makes her less appealing. The understanding of Hong Lu that him being too nice to you comes from a genuine place, I think makes him more appealing.
Can be annoying, but is sometimes like, yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, I'm not willing to put him too high, but I also don't want to put him too low. I'm feeling a 2.
I'm feeling a 1.
Well, we have to kill each other now.
Well, that's the end of the podcast, folks. Guess we can't agree. I just think that, like... My main point towards his appeal is the fact that Shi Chun at the end of Spring Cultivation is like, it's not like I want to hang out with you or anything. But you should stay here and you can come whenever you want. And my main point against his appeal is literally everything else. I think that he is only incidentally appealing.
Okay, that's fair. I'll concede to you here.
Let's go. It's my podcast. 6-1.
Now,
an important number awaits.
Okay, now, here's the thing about Kinsey scale number, is that I have some genuine lit crit about Hong Lu from Limbus Company's Kinsey scale number. Because I think it's different from Bao Yu from the book to a significant degree, maybe not necessarily more than anyone else in the game, but like differently from anyone else. Hong Lu in Limbus Company is, I think, extremely het-washed. Like, if you haven't read Dream of the Red Chamber, you have to understand that in Dream of the Red Chamber, Bao Yu is queer. Like, he is. Like, he has some gender stuff going on. Like, he has some, like, genuine, like, you know, genuine girlishness going on that is specifically gender stuff in a way that, like, the fact that, like, Limbus Company is mostly very gender agnostic means that, like, Hong Lu's gender stuff doesn't read in the actual, like, meaning of the text as gender stuff as much.
Mm-hmm.
And also, in the book, Bao Yu has genuine homosexual relationships.
Yes.
If you don't know Dream of the Red Chamber, I'm not like making this up. I'm not like queer baiting you. He has genuine homosexual relationships.
We're not overstating this or like saying
There's
something that isn't in the text is there.
There's genuinely a scene in which a teenage Jia Bao Yu has sex with another boy.
And like, is like having sort of a beautiful homo-romantic relationship with another schoolboy at his school.
And like we don't get that. And even like Bao Yu and Dayu's relationship in the book, I'm gonna make a bold argument, but I really genuinely mean it. I think Bao Yu and Bao Chai's relationship in the book is distinctly like is distinctly straight. Like that is Bao Yu's like proper heterosexual marriage that he gets into, right? With Bao Chai. I think that Bao Yu and Da Yu's relationship there's a genuine reading of it that is kind of lesbian.
Yeah.
In that like part of their thing is like not that it is that like they are star-crossed lovers because they are the same thing, because they're sort of like these sort of celestial objects in the same way, and they are like the same thing. And this is very queer in comparison to his relationship with Bao Chai.
Many of the like fond memories that he has with Dai Yu are of doing girlish things with her.
Yes.
Like, talking about how he hates going to school like a proper boy and instead is going to play the chin with Dai Yu.
Yeah, but also Dai Yu distinctly is also not the most girlish girl, because she's
exists. Like, I wish I could compose octopartite compositions.
Yeah, she exists. They both exist outside of the gendered spectrum, and then like have a homo relationship within their own sort of sphere they exist in.
Parenthetical Zen.
This is a genuine interpretation of the text that I have. Anyway, like none of that is in Limbus Company. In fairness, I don't actually think of Hong Lu and Limbus Company as being especially heterosexual, just in the fact that like mostly girls are attracted to him and he's a little bit blasé about girls. But like,
which is weird.
I do have to acknowledge that like Bao Yu in the book is distinctly homosexual in a way that Hong Lu is not. And this is where I'm starting from.
I do want to say, before all of the transgender Hong Lu truthers come for us, I think that there's a very transgender reading of Hong Lu in this video game. I think it's largely allegorical, as opposed to being as literal as, for example, Kanto 5. But, like, one cannot deny the sort of pure, untarnished transgenderism of, for example, Hong Lu's relationship with his parents in Limbus Company. In which sort of, and the way in which the constant, like, struggle. I will take, and I think that this is a true and fair criticism, that Hong Lu is not like a beautiful transgender chosen name in the way that you would want it to be for this interpretation, but I do think it's important that a lot of the drama of Kanto 8 revolves around Jia Bao Yu being put in a position of being Jia Bao Yu as opposed to this other thing. Even if this other thing is sort of Honglu in dissociative haze.
Yeah. I do think that I don't think I do think that they do gender with Honglu in Limbus Company. I think that
they don't do any of this the same way.
They do gender. Like, he is distinctly gender queer amongst the cast. There's lots of sort of gender queer-y people in Limbus and sort of
Sinclair.
in the city, but like Sinclair isn't really genderqueer in exactly the way I'm talking.
Yeah, I know.
But like, there are sort of genderqueer
Emma from Library of Ruina.
There are genderqueer individuals. I'm thinking about things like the musicians of Bremen. Like, there are sort of queer people in Limbus Company or in the city who have like queer aesthetics and clearly exist on the fringe of culture, and Honglu does fit into that. And also there is a lot of like, there's a lot of genuine like gender stuff. Like, I think genuinely Project Moon like recognizes gender stuff in Dream of the Red Chamber and puts it in there. But I still think that like his relationships with women are like largely het, and he doesn't have particularly strong relationships with men. But that doesn't mean that I'm not willing to give him like a Kinsey number 3 or above on pure vibes. This is just like my earnest crit of like where I think he's positioned in the game. I think like whenever they do a romantic relationship with him, he's always positioned like as a man, like with a woman. And I just think that this is interesting because this is just like not how it goes in the book.
Yeah.
And they like do,
except in a very structured and destructive way.
Yeah. And also like they make Yi Song's wife a man. So
yeah.
So it's like they didn't have to do this. But it is a thing. Again, I don't really know where I'm going with this. This is just this is a thing I was thinking about all day.
Can I posit
Yes.
that Honglu is, and like, I don't want to, we talk about this when we talk about Kinsey scale numbers, because it's Dr. Kinsey is not a participant in this podcast. So we can use these numbers in whatever way that we want. But it is hard to sort of like ascribe a number and be like, and this is someone's innate being. Or be like, this is someone's behavior, as Dr. Kinsey would have intended. All hail Dr. Kinsey. That's not true.
He did some important work. Like, I'm not gonna bash Kinsey necessarily. But also, like, you don't necessarily have to hand it to him.
Under no circumstances do you gotta hand it to Dr.
Yeah,
Kinsey.
it's under some circumstances you can hand it to him a little bit, but like broadly, you don't have to.
You don't gotta.
Like, I think the Kinsey scale was an important step in the research, in mainstreaming, like, the et cetera. Anyway, sorry, continue.
My point is, I want to posit that Honglu is a Kinsey X, and I'm sort of hesitant to say this because I am not really sure that I'm saying that, like, being asexual in some way is part of Honglu's intrinsic character. I just think that, like, at the current stage that we're at, which is to say that Honglu has been dissociating from the ages of 10 to about 30, and all of the relationships he seems to have had in his life with women pursuing him as a man, he seems sort of, like, generally unfeeling towards. I just think there's sort of not enough data.
So 2 things. 1, Kinsey X doesn't exist. You can't say like I don't something something Dr. Kinsey. Kinsey X didn't exist in the original like creation of the Kinsey scale.
I know.
1. 2. We've done like non-asexual Kinsey scale numbers before.
Yeah.
And so like
I'm saying that Hong Lu is a Kinsey X in the way that like, did we give Lin Lang a Kinsey X for the reason of not enough data, she's a child? I think we did.
I mean,
in that sense.
to the most prominent, this is talking about like
Yes, we did.
podcast stuff. The most prominent, I thought we gave Lin Lang an X just because we were like, she just loves food. She's just a food girl. The most prominent like non-asexual Kinsey X we've ever given is Leia from Mahjong Soul. This is from the other part of the podcast where we talk about Mahjong Soul. The main part of the podcast supposedly. And I like I think Hong Lu fits into the Leia X framing well in a couple of ways. One, I like I agree with you that I don't think we have enough data. I mean, you know, we haven't even seen the end of marriage plot line, which as far as we know will just stretch on for the whole rest of the game. But it's like
withhold our opinions on marriage.
You know, 1, I don't think we have enough data, and 2, I just think that it's like, you know, I think I can't say that sentence. I mean, I'll say it anyway. I was gonna say I don't think pinning down Hong Lu is a good thing. Then I was like, hang on.
Hey. We on Soulmates do not endorse this point of view.
I just like I
no
don't
comment on pinning Hong Lu.
I think that I just think that him sort of existing outside of the system, you know, the whole, to me, I feel like I've been talking so much in this final section. We had a whole conversation in Dream of the Red Chamber Book Club where people were talking about like, oh, Limbus Company is so much about how Hong Lu is transgender. And I was like, yes, but I think that it's not necessarily about, you know, the benefits of transitioning into like a proper woman. Because I think that Kanto 8 is just about how gender is bad and how like queering your gender and like going outside of like, you know, there's a specific way that women are portrayed, there's a specific way that men are portrayed, and when men act the way that women act, like how Kong Chu acts, and when women act the way that men act, like how Shi Chun does, things get solved. But if we stick to consistent gender roles in any way, things go bad for Hong Lu when he sticks to consistent male gender roles and when he sticks to consistent female gender roles, which they do both of this to him. Anyway, my point is, I think part of Kanto 8 is about how, like, sort of social systems are suspect and gender systems are part of that. And so I think putting him outside of the system feels appropriate to me.
Yeah.
Was that too much talking?
No, I think that's reasonable. Hong Lu is queer.
Listen. We don't have words to describe him yet.
Scientists are yet to determine.
Yeah. We
got our best boys in the H Corp labs working on this.
Once we all get like sort of beautifully Carmened and we're all sort of like perfect beings free of social structure, then we'll know.
Hey, can I do my bit that I was gonna do for the break cold open, but then you had one already?
You can do whatever
before we end the podcast?
You can do whatever bit you want.
Well, I was just gonna say that if Carmen is Xehanort and getting distorted brings you into Organization 13, would you say that maybe it's possible the Kingdom Hearts is eyes?
Hmm. I mean, there is that scene where they've got the big Kingdom Heart and is trying to turn all the guys into Xehanort, which turns you into eyes.
Kingdom Hearts is eyes.
Kingdom Hearts is eyes!
Although, to be fair, you can also say Kingdom Hearts is light and have it be a Carmen joke.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come across as well.
Kingdom
Hearts is the tree of light. Anyway, that's our podcast.
Yeah. I don't really know what happened at the end there. We went really long at the end there for no reason. I feel like I just kind of blacked out.
Honglu's Kinsey scale number.
Yeah, I feel like I just blacked out over the last like half an hour. I remember the first part of the podcast, but not the back end. Oh.
Hey, this is the part where we do the pitch that says if you listen to our Limbus Company episodes and are like, wow, these two faggots are really interesting.
I'd love to hunt these fags down.
I'd love to hunt these fags. Hey, we do the rest of a podcast. We do season 1 of the podcast, which is our regular bi-weekly fare, where we talk about fucking the art of Mahjong Soul. If you don't know what Mahjong Soul is, you're not alone. It's the premier English language Mahjong gacha client. It's a gacha game. There's women in it. And men, allegedly. And it's the way that we got our podcast started, which is just sort of by doing earnest art analysis of art that is, like, not even part of a thing that people generally recognize to be a piece of art. Like, unlike doing art about, like, the design of Genshin characters or whatever, which is already sort of has a stigma to it because it's gacha game art, but, like, there are people who really like Genshin Impact and consider it a serious work of art. Mahjong Soul, no one considers a serious work of art, but we do art analysis on the guys from that game. We talk about what is good, what is bad. We try and come at it from a neutral and earnest perspective, and then come out of it with whatever opinions we have. It's really, like, you know, important work to me. I mean, like, it's not curing cancer or anything, but it's like it matters to me just to do interesting art analysis. And then we also do season 3 of the podcast, which is about both Arknights and food fantasy. Arknights being that game that crossed over with Limbus Company, you might know it, and food fantasy being about sort of anthropomorphized food. And we do both of these together because we just sort of resist the idea of doing a mainstream podcast. And those two things are more frequent than our Limbus Company episodes. So if you ever sort of want to hear from us more for some godforsaken reason, then you can listen to those. You can also listen to our various bonus episodes. We also have a backlog of Limbus episodes and Limbus bonus episodes if you like that kind of thing. We do a lot of shit. This podcast is a labor of love. It's sort of the thing that we spend far too much of our time doing.
We do so much podcast now.
We do so much podcast, and we do it for fun. We do it for free. Once again, I'll plug that you can support the show at ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart, but also, just, like, tell a friend. It doesn't help us in any meaningful way. It's just nice to sort of, like, have people get into art analysis and hopefully do more art analysis in their own lives. I do this academically. Ivy does this just because it's fun. And you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Uh-huh. I do broad art analysis for professionally, kind of. But mostly I just like looking at art. My pitch is always that, like, if you like Limbus Company is a game about looking at, like, weird pieces of art and going, like, what the fuck is up with that? How do we make it like even weirder? And how do we sort of, like, interpret this in, like, in our own particular lens? And that's just, like, what we do on this podcast. And so if you like hearing us, like, banter and stuff, just go to our podcast feed, and you can tell which which episodes are for which games by the cover art. The blue and green is the Arknights and Food Fantasy, and then the pink one is for Mahjong Soul. Just pick like one random season 3 episode. Sorry about our fucked up season thing. It's the best possible way. Trust me.
We do all of these simultaneously. It's not
do all
sequential in any way.
We do all of them simultaneously, and so there's no better way to differentiate them. Just pick one random.
There are better ways.
Just pick one random season 3 episode, pick one random season 1 episode, just that you think the title is funny, and just listen to
the
those.
Title, the better the episode, probably.
And just see how you like it. And if nonetheless, I hope that next time like a piece of Limbus Company art or a piece of art for whatever game comes out that you like, you just get a little soulmates about it. You're like, what's going on with the composition? What's going on with the emotional impact? How much fucking smudge tool is there? Oh, there's too much smudge tool on it. Okay, well, but like, what balances that out, etc., etc., etc. I just think art analysis, like, we're constantly at all times surrounded by art that we don't even realize. Advertisements are art. I mean this in a very neutral way, and learning how to analyze that stuff makes your life better because it makes you more aware of what is going on that is impacting you.
Mm-hmm. I'm an art student. I'm a university art student. But my ceramics professor recently got my whole class into a discussion about what he calls visual dialogue, which is exactly what we do on this podcast. Which is just when you really like something, interrogate what it is you like about it. And when you really hate something, interrogate what it is you hate about it. And if you feel nothing about it, then you feel nothing about it. But, it's a valuable exercise, both like as an artist, if you're an artist or any kind of creative, or just like in your life, to get interested in the way that your brain works and get interested in the way that people make stuff. So sort of like broad scale, that's kind of what we do on the podcast and what we hope to do on the podcast for your life. And also we have fun and we talk about art. So
yeah. And if you're just here for Limbus Company, that's fine. We'll
see you in a couple months.
Yeah, every season. We can't do it too often because there's just not that much Limbus Company that comes out. Do we want to talk about what's going on next year now, or do we want to save that for just like a little announcement?
I mean, we can get into it a little bit now. It's the next episode we're doing is not Ryoshu, right?
Yes, the next episode we're doing is not Ryoshu. Like, here's the thing, is that we've sort of caught up, and if we keep doing a new guy every 3 months, it's going to, like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, we really want to do them after their Kanto has come out for the fullest experience.
Yeah. And so, but don't worry, we still are doing stuff. We're going to be doing a thing in March that we're calling LCB Catch-Up. In which, like, truly, I think my image of it in my head, we'll see when we get there, is that we're just gonna draw, like, 8 IDs and 2 ego at random that we haven't covered. It's because it's a 10 pull. Maybe that's too, we'll talk about it. But
it's cute.
We're gonna, that we haven't covered, that have come out, like, after different characters' episodes, and we're just gonna talk about that. And it's just gonna be, like, pure goofing around. It's gonna be pure art analysis. It's gonna be, like, if you're a big fan of our, like, analyzing the characters in books, it's gonna be a little bit less of that. But I think one thing we've learned from doing season 3, just like talking about guys from Arknights and Food Fantasy, is it's really fun to just do sort of pure art analysis. I think it's
comparative about it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. And Ash, this is a surprise for you, and I won't even tell you what's happening until March.
Oh my god.
But I even have a way to do numbers at the end of our catch-up episodes.
What the fuck?
So we're gonna be doing a catch-up episode where we're just going to talk about, like, a bunch of, like, fairly recent Limbus Company art that we never covered. And then Ryoshu will be in June. So keep your eyes peeled. Follow, subscribe. It genuinely really helps, even if you only click on the episodes you're interested in, even if you never click on an episode again. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. I'm out of steam.
Follow us on Tumblr at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com, and you can just send me asks about Limbus Company literally anytime you want. You can send me DMs about Limbus Company. I can talk about Limbus Company any day.
Yeah.
I'll tide you over in between. That's our show!
Anyway.
Thanks for coming.
Hey guys.
Thanks for listening to our very long pitch.
Here's Confucius.
Hey guys. Here to play you out. It's Confucius.
It's Confucius. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
흑수는 그 새를 물러라. 대관원의 해충들은 여기까지다. 그저 목숨을 부지하려 벌벌 기는 가증스러운 것들. 그대로 홍원의 밑거름이나 되어라.